Right, we're live. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Titch and Geezer Results Roundup and Predictions Show. This, Geezer, is episode... You know what episode it is? Can you guess?
No.
Episode, I believe, 35. It might be 36, but 35, I think. So that's... Yeah, and, you know, we stuck to it every week where possible. We've done this. And the reason why I'm saying it, because obviously the season, this will be the last one in regards to the Premier League season. Obviously, we're still going to be online Fridays, but it won't be the prediction show and whatnot because the season's going to be finished. So this is the last one for the competition that we're doing and the content that we're sort of speaking about. And then after that, we'll just be just general chat, whatever, every Friday. Anyway, how you doing, Mr. Geezer?
Good, mate. Good. Trying to think about everything that's happened this week. Can't remember where we were last week.
I can't think until we get to it. Then it will refresh my memory.
What's going on?
Young Min Son. He knew the plan. He knew that Man City had to beat Spurs. What did you think about that? The chance he had.
I think he finishes it at least 8 out of 10 times. That's what I think.
Yeah.
But I think the keeper done well, spread himself well. He actually done the splits to make sure didn't go through his legs. But Son, you know, I mean, that because his pace and everything else, that and his finishing, that's what he's there for. You know, you expect him to finish it, and I'm sure old Big Andy did. But it just shows you, didn't that the way Andy plays and he doesn't change. You watch City every week, mate, and it's nearly the same game every week. That City don't have to think too much. Everyone sits deep, and they have to break them down, and they generally do. Tottenham don't do that. Tottenham go at you, and they were rattled for a bit there. Man City weren't good in that first half. The second half, that chance came. They could have lost the title in that one moment.
Yeah,
it could have gone from them, and it just shows you, doesn't it? If sometimes if you had go at City, they had them rattled. They got the penalty at the end to make it 2, but it was on a knife edge there for quite a while, you know. And I can see why Big Andy's disappointed because that chance would have changed everything. And he had a couple of other saves the boy made before that with Kulusevski.
Yeah, they gave him man of the match after coming on as a substitute for Edison. He got man of the match. Edison has got a fractured eye socket, so he's going to miss the game.
Really?
The game against West Ham and an FA Cup final was out of those games, so that's his season.
Shit.
Over.
Maybe that's why he was angry then about that not so much being taken off. I think. I started jumping up and down.
I think it's about getting taken off. I don't think he realised, you know, like as men, as players, we just think. But I think he was just thought he could carry on, and then obviously they done the right thing. And
this is why Pep is Pep, because that's a big decision to take him off, mate.
It is.
Especially if he wants to stay on, he thinks he's all right. That's a big decision.
Yeah,
and he made it.
And you said it was on a knife edge, and he still made that decision for the players. I think first and foremost for his welfare, but also he knew, like, of course, I need to have my keeper in top condition for this, see out this game. But I think it was Edison's health was paramount. Of
of course it was.
So,
but they done it in the end. Haaland's. I mean, the golden boot was up for grabs 2 weeks ago, and now it's not. Now it's over.
He was just teasing. Right, let me get to the comments quickly. Right, who we got here? Danny's here. Danny says, smash a like and subscribe, please. Good evening, Danny. Thanks for tuning in, as always.
Danny.
Big up my brother, Lawrence Watkins. Good evening from Lexington, Kentucky, USA. Come on, you guys. How you doing, Lawrence? Danny says, evening, gents. Big up, Roberto. Good evening. Hope you're good. Inky. Big up, Inky. Good evening, all. And Malk's here on time today. Our gang, be with you in a bit. Just watching Chicago Fire. Chicago Fire is... What sport is that? Because he's not talking about a film, is he? Chicago... No.
Wait. Thought it was a series.
Oh, maybe it is then. Fuck's sake.
I don't know. I'm trying to guess it. Sounds like
fire.
Sounds like London's burning.
Yeah, maybe it's that. So right, so we've caught up with the chat. Thanks as always to anybody that tunes in and takes part. MLS. Oh yeah, Chicago Fire MLS.
Oh yeah, gotcha.
Oh, here he is. Last week's winner, the current
Boy!
champion, Walito. So Wally, you had the week off last week. You went out for a meal,
There
I
it is.
believe, and
Yeah.
in dramatic fashion, you won last week's competition right at the death.
Yeah,
and it was
70 points, Wally, and 62 Malk last week.
and someone else got 60. Lawrence as well, I think. Was it Lawrence?
I think Lawrence was up there, wasn't he? Yeah, he was 60 as well. Yeah, that's right.
Wally, I wouldn't imagine you would have watched it back, but it went down to the last game, the very last game. I don't think no one got the score, no one got the corners, and then there was only 2 cards, which is not a lot. And then I said one of the 3 out of this on the 60 picked 2 cards, and that was obviously you. So you won it at the death. That's like a 99th minute winner. So big up, Wally. I'm glad you're here this week. And yeah, in dramatic fashion, you weren't here, so you missed it. So Giza actually got the win. But yeah, anyway. Right, what else? So I secretly wanted Spurs to maybe get a draw because I wanted it to go down to the last game of the season. I really did. Nah, exactly.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I'd love it. Look, if it would be Man City or say Villa, yeah, I want it. I would love to see Tottenham get a draw, not Arsenal. I do not want Arsenal getting anywhere near that side. I don't care. I want to lose this weekend. I'm saying it. Fuck it.
Where we'll
lose.
You know we'll lose. You know we'll
not
lose. Yeah, like, even the way the Sky Sports are talking and that, everybody knows that it's a 3-pointer. Like there's no, you understand? Even at the best of times, West Ham ain't beating City away. The last 16 games, I think we've lost 13 and drawn 3. I think that's the record. They've got a league title to wrap up. We have confirmed 9th. We can't finish higher, can't finish lower.
No, that's it.
And I always said motivation in football is whoever's got the higher motivation has the advantage. And they've definitely got much more motivation than West Ham and the departing David Moyes. So, you know, we're going to get to that game later. But yeah, I'm trying to think what else has happened in football. Mbappe has obviously announced or confirmed he's leaving PSG, which we all knew. Trying to think. Anybody else? What happened in the world of football in the last week since we've been here? I'm going to read something for you, yeah? I just saw it online. I screenshot it. So I thought I was going to send it to you. I thought I'm going to read it to you. It's not football related, but something that we've spoken about before. Evening all. Wally, Robert. Southampton won tonight. Yeah, set up a Southampton v Leeds playoff final. Yeah, Leeds slapped.
I didn't know that. Southampton won
4-0, and Southampton were winning 3-0, and it was in injury time. Then I turned off the TV, which is behind me. So that look, Wally didn't even realize he won.
Yeah, smashed it, Wally. Smashed it.
Wally, the champ. Leeds won last night. Yeah. So yeah, Leeds v Southampton, which that's a good thing that the team that finished 3rd and 4th rather than 5th and 6th, they are in there. And you know, if you go by that, where you know the teams with the highest points, that would say Leeds would win the final because they finished higher than Southampton. I know. So Leeds better hope that it follows suit. Basically, it's funny because both the first legs were 0-0, and then in the second leg,
bizarrely,
Southampton at least 3-0 because I didn't. Oh, yeah, and Leeds was 4-0, so they, you know, convincing win in the second leg.
That's sun out the way.
Great match for Leeds, 4-0. If City win, they will be the first team to win 4 Premier League titles on a trot. Not only that, but the first team in the English top flight to ever do that. So no one done it pre Premier League. No one's done the top division, which I didn't know that was the case. Did you know that?
What, 4 on a trot?
Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought, you know, initially when I heard it, I thought it was just Premier League. Then I heard it was English, you know, top division. Then I said it last week on it, and I thought, shit, that don't sound right. But then somebody confirmed it again on Sky Sports, I think. So yeah, I thought, you know, Liverpool in their heyday would have won it 4 times on the trot.
Yeah, you would think
for me,
so. Yeah, or Man United would have done.
Obviously not. So, you know, Pep Guardiola. I know we can talk about, you know, the money and all of that because I've seen some people saying, oh, you know, trying to downplay what Pep's done. They said, oh, you know, he took over Barca that had Messi and Ronaldinho, and then he went to Bayern and, it's a given. And now he's at City and all the money. So some people like in the football world want to downplay Pep Guardiola's achievements. What's your thoughts on Pep as a manager?
How can you downplay it, mate? You know what I mean? Record points there one year as well, wasn't it? It's unbelievable. It ain't just 4 on a try, is it? It's 7 out of 8.
Is it 7 out of 8?
7 out of 8. It's fucking mental. Absolutely mental to dominate that much. And especially this year, I would say from last year, they're about 80% as good this year as they were last year, and they're still going to win it. So, and it isn't just all about having the best players. Then it's just how he plays and how he coaches them, how he brings the youth through it. Foden, and you can see it now with the other young Bob, and they're getting minutes without flogging them, and they bring them through right. Now Foden's going to get Player of the Year. He's already won Sports Writer Player of the Year, and he will get Player of the Year of the Premier League. So everything he's doing, even with the youth and the players, is right. He makes players better. John Stones was a basket case.
Yeah.
And he's been so instrumental, especially last season, in them winning a treble. Unbelievable. Centre half comes hybrid stroke midfielder. I don't know what position it is anymore. But my word. And I wrote Stones off a long time ago. Thought he was terrible. And I think he was fantastic last year at Man City. And a few injuries this year. He missed a bit. But, mate, it's good that we've got him in the England team in the Euros because he has made him better.
Yeah,
I think the only mistake is, the one that hasn't worked has been Phillips. Nearly every other sign he brings works.
Yeah.
And this Doku, you know what I mean? God, I never even heard of him. And all of a sudden, fuck me. How good is this boy?
Yeah.
Where's he come from? Oh, man. No, he gets the right players for what he wants to do. The other boy in the midfield, there was it Rodri and the other guy. Guardiola. Fucking hell.
Yeah, Guardiola. He's turned into some sort of...
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Come on. No, you got to give him every credit, don't you, mate? You don't do that by luck. I don't give a fuck how much money you got. We've seen Chelsea with all their money.
Yeah.
They've hoovered up the talent all over Europe. Where are they? They're nowhere. They're nowhere. They've been hoovering up the youth around Europe for the last fucking 10 years.
At least.
Buying them and then putting them on loan. They've hoovered up everything and they're nowhere.
Yeah.
So it's not just about money. It's about getting the right team, the right attitude. Everything about what he does is so professional. So money helps. Don't get me wrong. You can't do it with nothing, who's to say Vincent Kompany couldn't be as good if he had the right players? Maybe he could, because he's got a right attitude about how to play football and a philosophy. Maybe he could do a lot better, with more money and a better team. But it is what it is, mate. He's been fantastic for him.
One sec. Right. Right, let me get to the comments quickly. So you're saying if once they beat us, it's going to be 7. Pep will have 7 Premier League titles to his name.
I think so. Yeah, 7 out of 8. I mean, if it's only that Liverpool year that's disrupted it.
And he's been in the Premier League 8 seasons. I didn't know it was that long. That's time flies, man.
Do you know when my stream comes up to sport here, it shows the trophy, the league trophy. With all the names written on it, and all you can fucking see on it, Man City. And I keep meaning to count them all to make sure, but I don't. But I'm pretty sure I heard the commentator say it's 7 out of 8.
Right, Saints have beat Leeds twice this season as well. Third time lucky for Leeds. I think I have the most weekly wins this season. What a system! I mean, the thing is, last time, Wally, you didn't actually use a system. You mixed it up a lot.
Exactly, Wally. You won because of no system. You mixed it up. Mixed it up well last week. I'll give you credit for last week's win. All the others are fucking luck. Pure luck, that system.
In any system you've picked, you've never done 2 cards because it's so low. So where you mixed it up, and for that game, you actually went. And it was the last game as well. It was the very last game that actually won it. You went.
How did he come up with 2 cards? You sure he didn't mishear him or whatever with that 2 cards?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Nah, he got that. Yes, I'm saying. So you mixed it up, and yeah, it was the very last game where you said, yeah, I'll have 2 in this game. So the system doesn't work, but your football knowledge did work. We'll say that because we don't want to say that the system works. Norwich, Norwich sat their manager straight after losing to Leeds. Wagner, who was, remember, he was at Huddersfield, the German guy. Juve have sat their manager today, which was Allegri, innit? I think Pep is one of the best. I agree with that, Lawrence, 100%. Forgot about that, Danny. All games are different. Forget about that. Sorry. Is Moyes considered sacked or just no new contract?
Out of contract. Just out of contract, Wally. He's not sacked.
I think he's got a job lined up. His whole demeanor and all of that. For me, he seems, happy with it. It seems like
he has got a job lined up. He's working for TalkSport.
Yeah, but surely he's got a job in. Yeah, it seems like he's got a job he's ready to walk into.
There's rumours of Everton, but really,
is that? Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, man. Yeah. This is a good talking about, Robert. What about the league to vote on VAR?
Well, man, you're never getting rid of VAR now, mate. As much as I'd love to get rid of it, you'll never. It's only Wolves. Wolves have put up the motion to have a vote on it, right? Because they've been stung quite a lot this year with VAR, right? But they're having a vote on it. The genie's out of the bottle, guys. It's never going to go back. I don't care what they're not going to vote against it. They just aren't. I know Sweden did.
But Sweden had it and got rid of it.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
But I'd like to see it. I really would. I'd be happy to go back to where it was. I really would. But or change VAR to say, right, VAR, offsides only, nothing else.
Yeah, because one of the players, I don't know who it was, I saw the article, he said he would rather VAR was offsides and red cards or penalties. Red cards, I think, not even penalty. I think it was offsides and red cards. I think that's what one of the players said that's what they.
The biggest fuck up that came with VAR isn't so much VAR, it's the fucking handball rule. It's an absolute joke. VAR has to get involved, but it's crazy how they changed the handball law, and nobody knows what it is now. There's penalties given, there's penalties not given. It's fucking mental because it hits your arm. It's mad. That's the biggest fuck up they've made is the handball rule for me.
So I think that's why the player said he didn't say penalties. He said red cards and offsides. That's what. Yeah, I don't even know. I can't remember what play it was. Red cards and offsides. That was it.
I'd be happy with that. VAR's not the problem. Remember, VAR.
No, it's not. I was going to say that.
And the only problem we got with human beings like us, we only remember the bad VARs against us. We don't remember the good ones. And there's been plenty of good ones. West Ham has survived quite a good few shouts on VAR, but we forget them. We're only going to remember that one we got fucked on. We don't believe it was right. And that's the same for all supporters. So it's the application of VAR, I think, is bad. Yeah. And that's human beings. Again,
I don't want VAR to go, right? Because I think ultimately, you look at how it's used across other countries and in different tournaments, it runs smoothly in Champions League. A lot more smoothly, right?
A lot better.
And we've spoken about this, in this country, there's clearly a problem with the people that operate in VAR. For me personally, I'll say it again. I think you should have ex-players doing it. Yeah. It should be ex-players, and they should be the majority over maybe one ex-referee or one current official, but the majority should be the ex-players. Do you understand? That's what I think. So to have a majority, you'd have to have 2 ex-players and 1 official or whatever they are. But I think common sense would be ex-professionals. Yeah, that's
the trouble. Them idiots that were bad enough on the pitch as referees. Now they're up there, and common sense goes out the window with this VAR. That's what I can't understand. You know what I mean? He took a dive, even though he tapped him on the shin. It's not a penalty. If you're a player, he just dropped his legs. I watched it last week with Arsenal. Havertz done it. He waited for the contact, dragged his leg so he would touch his leg, went over. They see it. Is there contact? Yeah, penalty. If you're a player, he bought it. And I don't believe you should get it if you try to buy it. But there you go.
Do you think, like, I'm just this is like, wouldn't football be more entertaining? For instance, let's say there was two people just like me and you, like we were both ex-pros, we're the same age we are now, and there was an ex-ref, but you was allowed to say it how you see it. So, for instance, the referee saying, "I think it's a penalty," and I'm like, "Nah," and then you're like, "Fucking bollocks, he's diving." But that was part of the commentary. Wouldn't that be fucking refreshing? We're like, "Nah, fuck him, he's diving. He should get a yellow card for that, mate."
Yeah, we'd all enjoy it then. So, yeah,
I think people would love it more so like that. And then you could have alternative commentary. If you don't want to hear what's really been said in VAR, you don't hear it. You know, kids and all of that. If your parents had it off, or you want the real shit, which is bollocks. He's fucking dived. Fucking cunt. He does it every week.
Yeah, every week. Fucking not getting
it. Right, let's go to So Robert says Aaron Ramsdale going to Newcastle has been agreed.
All right. Okay.
So that means Pope when he's back fit. They've got the Bravka at the minute and then obviously Ramsdale. So is he going to start?
That's 3 first-team keepers.
Yeah, is he going to start over Pope? Because Pope will be fit at the start of next season.
Unless one of them's moving on, Pope or the Bravka.
Nah, I don't think Pope's going anywhere.
No.
So I've got a feeling he's going there to do the same thing he was doing, sitting on the bench. Because he's not starting over Pope. Not for me anyway.
Yeah.
Right, Wally says keep VAR for offsides only. Laura says I hate the offsides VAR. When we're looking at inches, that really do not make a difference.
Yeah. It annoys me too because when you got 99% of your body in line, to me you're onside. Your big toe shouldn't make you offside. I know they've got to draw a line somewhere. But for 100 and odd years, mate, being in line was onside. That's it. You know what I mean? There was no offsides given because your knee was a bit past the defender, or your toe was, or your head. If your whole body, most of it, which is at the moment 90-odd%, is on, it should be given onside. But it's not. That they draw a line now to say, your big toe's in front, so you're offside.
All right. So wouldn't it be a lot easier if we just said, and I know it'd still be somewhat subjective, yeah? Wouldn't it be easier if we just said offside only applies if it's clear and obvious? If it's if you take you 2 minutes to he's onside. You understand? Wouldn't it just be clear and obvious where you can see it within the first 5 seconds? He's offside. If it's tight like Coventry against Man United in the FA Cup, that goal should have stood.
Yeah.
So clear and obvious. If it takes you, or should there be a timer on it? If it takes you more than 30 seconds to determine on or off, then you have to play on. Like there's got to be a time limit.
I don't think you want to bring subjectivity into offside. You've got to have a black and white thing. To them now, they've decided, well, it's easier just to draw lines. If anything of his body, that can score a goal is protruding, it's offside. If you start getting down to opinions there, it's not really clear and obvious, then a bigger can of worms opens up. Fucking, how can he say that's not clear and obvious? And blah, blah, blah. It just causes more arguments, I think. You've got to do something. But like we said before, how but they are bringing the semi-automated thing next year. That will help because, we've said, when do you stop that when he hit the ball? Is it when it hits his ball, when it leaves his foot? The guy in the camera, whoever on the computer, that can be a difference. And that's why I don't trust it. But this semi-automated offside might be the answer to clear a lot of shit up.
See, I believe that those lines they draw, for us as viewers, they're still subjective because we look at it and think, hold on a minute, and then we see another angle the next day. I don't think that's. I don't know, man.
I don't know.
Right, sorry. Go back to offsides by the foot, not anything else, and for penalties to decide pen or dive. Mark, because it's everything now, isn't it? Your knee, your shoulder, and all of this. Yeah. It's frustrating, and the time it takes is frustrating as well. Like I said, if it takes you that long, just give the goal. Robert said it needs to be speeded up. Green out, yes, Robert. You're right, Lawrence. I hate that line drawing because it's so arbitrary. If they can make it as accurate goal line tech, then keep it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Goal line technology
you
is
can't.
something that the game
See,
needed.
when it first came out, Geezer, my idea was I think it should be just your feet. If your
That's what
feet are on side,
Mark said.
you're
Mark
on
said this.
side.
Mark says that.
That's it. Forget the rest of the body. Keep your feet on side. You're still going to get lines drawn, and there's still going to be someone with his toe offside. But I'll accept that. But to be offside because a bit of your head is in front is bollocks.
Yeah, it's a joke.
Keep your feet on side because when you do play in defence, right, or attack, that's how I judged it. You know what I mean? I got my feet in front of that striker to call him offside. You know, and a striker holds back with his feet, not his head, his feet to stay onside.
Yeah.
So that's that's the basis of offside and how we played for 100 years of staying onside is keep your feet onside. So why not take that to this rule and say, right, if your feet are onside, you're onside. Right? It doesn't matter if your head's a bit protruding forward or your shoulder now. It's nonsense. So I think that'd be a better idea. You still end up with lines, but I think it makes more sense.
Because if you think about it, it's a bit of a it's heightist the word. Like for instance, if I'll use myself 5'6", let's say I'm the defender and Peter Crouch is the attacker. You know, he's framing all of that. Like he can keep his feet on side, but naturally his frame is going to be way in front of me, and he will definitely. Yeah, that's what they're getting punished for. But even though his feet could be on side, so then that would say that is football now designed more for smaller people. Do you understand? It could be a heightist accusation that goes to Parliament because, like I said, if I'm the defender and Peter Crouch is the attacker, you know, if our feet is level and that naturally his body's going to be way in front of me because of his height, so he's getting punished for being taller than me. Do you understand? So yeah, the feet makes sense, which obviously Marcus alluded to.
Because even when I played against strikers, that when they were trying to stay on side, that actually it's a natural thing to keep their feet back, but they lean forward.
Lean forward, yeah.
You know what I mean? Keep their feet. That was always the way. So to me, if you stick with how we played football for all this time, that which makes more sense. If them feet ain't on the side, bang, it's offside.
Yeah, because let me ask you this,
idea.
Let me ask you whether we've seen any instances of this, Let's say somebody's in their own half, counter-attack, and their feet are in their half, but their body's in the other half. Would that be offside? I don't think it would be. I think they only use it when they start drawing these lines. Now, somebody answer this question. So if you're running through, obviously, you're in your own half, your feet is well inside, they're actually behind the line. Let's say they're not even on the line, they're behind the line, but your body's over. Would you be classed as offside? I bet you wouldn't.
I'm not seeing an example of it, but officially you are offside. If they did draw lines, you would be.
But I don't know. But they wouldn't draw lines. They would. I think they would refer to the halfway line. And like
I said,
you're
probably right. If they see his feet behind that halfway line, they'll probably say no, he's onside. He's in his own half.
And I'll tell you why they would say that, because there's no player challenging him. So offside it's not consistent because it's one rule in one part of the pitch, one somewhere else. So you know what? It would be good to get an answer to that question from the top people, because that then would say, hold on a minute. Well, when it's happening, when there's a player involved, that's a massive contradiction. You're making up the rules.
You probably, if they see the guy, with his feet inside his own half, I bet they don't even look to that leaning of the body. They wouldn't even look.
Nah, listen, I can't tell you when. I remember football past where people have bent their run, stayed on side, and I can't give you an example, but I've seen it many of times where they've stayed on side by their feet, they're hanging over the line, and they're on side because obviously I've seen it. Like it could have been years ago. I've seen it in a live game of football. So I'm telling you now that there is a massive contradiction to what they're doing now. Anyway. It'd be interesting.
Yeah, there you go, Mal. Mal's with me for a change. No, that's the way to go, mate.
It's hot in here.
Yeah, that's the way to go, mate.
Right, let me let's move on, you lot. We get to last week because it's half hour gone already. It's fucking hot in here. 1 sec, man. I need to open the window more. It's hot. Gee.
Fucking hell, Jesus, just got it. He's up, mate. He's opening the fridge door.
Right, let's read these comments and let's get into last week's. As always, well, as recently, I ain't been checking nothing. So Robert said, right, read that. You're right. I hate the luck. You've read that. Boom. I thought that originally the tackle was to be given the advantage. Exactly. Yeah. By the way, I mean a clear foot, not a toe, says Malk. Yep. We had a play. Oh, look, Danny says we had a player called offside last season for pointing where he wanted it. I remember that. Yeah,
I remember that, Danny. So I think that's that more than once.
So we all know you can't play the ball with your hand, your arm, but yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
that is ridiculous. That there was embarrassing.
So they even changed it with the sleeve thing, so now your shoulder can be offside.
Yeah,
it's correct because you can score with your shoulder now. We never used to worry about. So there you go.
Nonsense. Right, so let's get into last week. Let's get into this. This will be So you remember this is the last week.
You've only got 2 chances now. This week and next week it beat 100. Ain't happening.
And I'll tell you this, you lot. No. Oh yeah, this week and next week. And the thing is, as I said a couple of weeks ago, next season we're going to change the scoring system somewhat. So this will be, that's it. You'll never be able to break Kieran's record if you don't do it in the next today. Because next week, we'll just add a little few tweaks or whatever. So
I'll set the record next year as well.
Yeah. Well, you'll always keep this record if no one gets it because if that changes, then.
Oh God. I shouldn't be talking about this because that today now. I haven't got a clue. I can't even remember what I picked for anything. It seems like months ago we did this.
Yeah. Right, last week. So, Robert, if you can, please just confirm the stats.
Right. Hold on. What have we got? Right. Fulham first up.
Right.
Man City.
First game was Fulham v Man City, which ended 4-0, was it? Was it 4-0? 5-1? I can't remember. Wait, let me check.
I can't remember.
I can't remember.
Is that where you got 4, didn't he, Haaland?
Oh, he scored 4, didn't he? Did he score 4 in that game? One sec. Jeez. We've had other games since then as well that we didn't do. Right. Results. Not them ones. Right, here we go. It was Man City. Yeah, Fulham 0, Man City 4. Fulham got a player sent off. No, so that's not when he scored 4. This was Guardiola, Foden, and Alvarez. So Haaland didn't score 4 in that game. He scored. Who did he score 4 against? Yeah, he didn't score in that one. Right, there were. Right, here we go. So we've had another double. Diop got a 2 yellow. So we said that's 3 cards, don't we? So there was 4 cards. And stats. 4 cards. Oh, Robert's already put it in there. 8 corners he's put. Let me just double check that. Yeah, and 8 corners. Right, 4 cards, 8 corners, 0-4. Let me put that in here.
Yeah.
8-0-4. Right, what do we pick for the score?
I remembered now. Fucking hell, mate. I was going to pick 4-0, and I see Robert picked it, so I went for 5.
Oh, yeah, I remember I said to you, and you changed it.
Oh, bollocks. I should have stuck with what I thought. But, I said Fulham 0, Man City 5. You said 3-1 to City. Robert said 4-0 to City. Man.
Yeah,
straight in, Robert. Wally said 2-1 City. Stu said 4-0 to City.
Yeah.
I think he went 3-1 to City. 3-1 to City. Said Mount 4-1 to Danny. Unlucky, Danny, but I was never going to give Fulham a goal in that game for whatever reason. Young Kieran went 0-3 to City. And Lawrence has got 3-1. We put him in, haven't we?
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. Yes. Oh, shit. Oh, you were just reminding me. I need to put in what Lawrence said for the cards and corners. One sec. Oh, God. 1 minute. Sorry, you lot. Because, Lawrence sent me stuff after the show, but before all the games. Shit.
Yes. Fucking hell. I should have stuck with me 4-0, mate. I knew. I had a feeling they were going to give him a slapping. I didn't want to give Fulham goals because they've been a bit poor up front lately. And old mate is not connecting. Old Nunes, whatever his name is, not quite doing it this last few weeks.
Nunes.
Willian hasn't been doing it. He's been a bit off the pace, man.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Lawrence said 5 cards in every game, 11 corners, 3-1. Right. So, Lawrence, 5, 11, 3. All right, here we go. So, there were 4 cards, 8 corners. So, you ready with your pen?
Yeah.
No. Stuart also correctly predicted 4 cards. So, he's got 20 points from this game.
Oh, it's a worry.
Inky correctly predicted 4 cards. So, he's got 10 points. And Wally, even though he wasn't here last week, he also picked 4 cards. So Wally also gets 10 points. Mr. Wally. So I'm just going to double check this. 4 and 8. No. Stuart's got ease. No. Inky's got ease. No. And Wally has. Yeah. So yeah, that's confirmed. That's all the points for Fulham v Man City. Right. The next game is Bournemouth v Brentford, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. Which finished. Bournemouth v Brentford. Bournemouth 1, Brentford 2. There were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. One of them was Bournemouth's manager. 5 cards. Robert can confirm this. And there were 11 corners. 5, 11, 1, 2.
Okay.
5,
yeah, I'm 1 off again.
1. Right. So, what did we pick for this score?
I picked 1-1. You picked 3-2 to Bournemouth. 2-1 said Robert to Bournemouth. 2-1 said Wally at Bournemouth. 1-1 as well said Stu. 2-0 said Inky. 3-1 said Mount Bournemouth. 2-2 said Danny. 0-0 Young Kieran. And 3-1 said Lawrence to Bournemouth. So no one got Brentford in there. I was closest. Me and it. Yeah,
Robert, I've got 5 cards here because I don't know if you've got the manager's one there. I'll count them again. Iriola got the first one. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then Ivan Toney got 190 plus 8. It's 5. Just check that, Robert. Maybe they haven't shown you the manager's card on your one. But it's definitely 5 yellows. So let's go back now. 5 and 8. Right, here we go. So I correctly predicted 8 corners, so I'll have 10 points.
You're on the boat, sir.
Hold on a minute. Was it 8 corners? Wait. It wasn't 8, was it? What am I fucking talking about? Corners. No, it wasn't 8. Sorry. Fucking Brentford had 8. No, scrap that. I didn't get that. It's 11 corners. Sorry. I'm so dumb. Right. It's not. Right. 5, 11.
Right.
Here we go. No. Yeah, Danny's got correct corners.
Off the mark, Danny.
He also picked 4 corners, so cards, so he nearly got a double. Kieran picked 11 corners. So he got 10 points. And as I said just now, Lawrence's system was 5 cards, 11 corners. So Lawrence actually got 20 points for that one game.
Shit.
So well done, Lawrence. These Americans and their bloody systems.
Yeah.
So currently, me and you ain't got no points, have we?
Me, you, and Malk are lagging behind. That's what we need to know.
Right. All right. Next game: Everton v Sheffield United. Let me get the score, everybody. The score was Everton 1, Sheffield United 0.
Jesus.
1, 2, 3. I've got 4 cards here, and I've got 9 corners. 4, 9, and 1-0 to Everton. 1 sec.
I've been 1 goal off every game so far.
9,
but there you go.
1-0. What do we pick for the scores, please, Geezer?
Yeah, Everton. I picked 2-0 to Everton.
Yep.
You went 3-0 to Everton. 2-1 said Robert to Everton. 2-1 Wally said to Everton. 2-0 said Stuart to Everton. 3-0 said Inky to Everton. 2-1 said Mount. Danny, man. 1-0 to Everton said Danny. Well done. 3-0 said Young Kieran and 3-1 said Lawrence. So
no one got that. Did you say only Danny? Oh, Danny got it. Sorry. You know why? I'm reading the comments as you're reading that. Well done, Danny. So Danny picked the correct score. Sorry, I was reading the comments whilst you was reading that, so I didn't even realize. I didn't think anybody got it. Don't show the manager's card. Okay, no worries, Robert. Yeah, right. 1-0, 3-9. Right, I got no 4-9, Robert. Let me double check this. Robert, four cards, Robert. Calvert-Lewin, Robinson, R. Blaster, and Wilder not on the pitch. The manager again, Robert. So it's not showing you the manager. Chris Wilder got a. So whoever picked 4 cards and whoever picked 3, Chris Wilder got a 92-minute one, which is going to help everybody pick 4. Right. So Danny got the correct score. Let me go to cards and corners. Right. So 4 cards, 9 corners. No. Right. So I correctly predicted 9 corners. So I finally got 2 points on the board. Stuart picked 4 cards and 9 corners, so he got another 20 points for this game.
Oh God, that's ominous.
Robert, who here put 3 cards. Luckily, Robert, it was 4 cards because you also picked 4 cards and 9 corners. So Robert got a double.
Well, he got 20 points on that one, Robert.
Yeah, even though he thought it was 3 cards, not his fault, obviously. You picked 3 cards, by the way. Right, 4 and 9. Right, who's that? Inky also picked 4 cards and 9 corners, so Inky gets 20 points.
Oh God, I can see my record going. It's a lot of points coming up early.
Mount got the corners right. He was 1 off the cards, but Mount also picked 9 corners. Danny also got another 10 points because he picked 9 corners as well.
Suck it out.
And finally, Wally correctly predicted 4 cards. So Wally got 10 points for that.
Right. It's
give me a round up, please, because what's the score saying?
Well, the two Kierans now are in last place with 0. You got 10. Robert's got 30. Wally's got 20. Stu's got 40. Inky 30. 10 Mount. 20 for Danny, 10 for Kieran, 20 for Lawrence.
So Stuart's got 40 points in 1, 2, 3 games. He keeps up that ratio. You're
bit worrying that. And I've been 1 goal off or 1 card off everything.
Yeah. Right. So the next game, let's see if you've done any better here, was Newcastle v Brighton. Right. Let me just check. I think that was 1-0 as well. I think. Let me check that. Newcastle Brighton. That finished 1-1. Robert, there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to check that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 cards. That's a lot. And there were 12 corners and 1-1. What did we pick for score?
Yeah, I picked. Now, no. 3-1 I picked to Newcastle. You went 4-1 Newcastle. Robert went 4-1 Newcastle. 2-1 to Wally. 3-1 said Stu. 3-0 to Dinky. 4-1 to Melt. 4-0 to Danny. Kieran's 3-1. 3-1 Lawrence. Everyone went for a convincing Newcastle win, and it didn't happen.
Well, 7 cards is a lot, and I can tell you that nobody picked 7 cards. But I can tell you that 2 people correctly predicted 12 corners, and that was Danny.
Jesus, he's up there now, Danny. He's on 40.
And myself. Thank you very much. 12 corners. Lovely jubbly. All right. Danny says he's on 30 points. You said he's on 20. Check Danny's, please.
Yeah, you're right, Danny. You were on it. I only flick through them. I don't normally get them right, but I always really add them up properly later. Right, but you are, Dan. You're on 40 now, Danny.
He's on 40. Yeah, that means I'm 40 now. So he's tied with Stuart. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Lawrence says, Geezer, this isn't horseshoes. Oh God, Geezer. Oh no, we read that one. Should be on 40. Yeah. You got 40 now.
Absolutely. Oh well, I'll get it right in the end, Danny. Don't
worry. He's using old school.
I know I'm on 0. I'm on fuck. Yeah. I can't mix mine up.
Yeah. Right. Moving on to Tottenham Hotspur, who are now cannot finish in the Champions League places. 2, I believe. Burnley 1. Let me check this back to make sure.
Another one.
Yeah, 2-1 Spurs. Cards, Robert. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards. Once again, another manager booked. Vincent Kompany got booked at the end. So 9 cards. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So Robert, yours might say 8. 9 cards. No one ain't getting that. And corners. 12 corners.
You'd never pick 9 cards for that game, would you? Spurs.
Nope. Nah. Not 9, 12, 2, 1. Robert, just confirm that, please. Right, Malk says, "Hi gang, I'm here." How many? What did you leave, Malk? Or how many points has Malk got?
Malk's got 10.
Yeah, so maybe Malk. I don't know if you left and then came back, but Geezer's on 0 points. Right, so there were 9, Robert, because they're not showing you the managers, but Kompany got booked. Right, so what do we pick for Spurs 2? No, Spurs 2, Burnley 1.
2-1, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No, I went Spurs 4, Burnley 0. 3-1, you said. 2-1, said Robert.
Another 10 points for Roberto.
2-1, said Wally. Jeez.
Yes, Wally, Mr. System. Look, Wally's got more points than you, and he weren't even here last week. Yeah, carry on.
No. 2-0 said Inky. 2-0 said Mel. 3-0 said Danny. 2-2 said Kieran. 3-1 said Lawrence. So, yeah. Wally and Robert. 10 each.
So, we know nobody got 9 cards. So it's down to the 12 corners, and I can tell you 2 people correctly predicted 12 corners, and that was Stuart with 12 corners onto 50 points. And this might be bad news for you, Kieran, but not you, the other one.
Actually, Kieran's I missed it. He has got 10 points already.
Oh, he had 10 already, yeah?
Yeah, he's got 20 now. Yeah, I missed that as well.
Sorry, I thought. All right, so he's
no, just me.
It's just you. Right. All right. I can see some progress here now.
Me with 0, I could have equaled Stewie's record. I
can tell you, it's not.
And somebody gets 110 points. 110 points are coming in.
I'll tell you why it won't happen. West Ham United 3, Luton 1. Let me just check the cards in the corners. We had 4 cards. We speak about this. And we had 13 corners. 4 cards, 13 corners. 1 second. 4, 13, 3-1. Before we go through the scores, I know you're going to be happy about the scores. George Earthy. How old is he? I don't know. He got his first senior goal for West Ham.
Yeah.
West Ham came from behind to win. Did you watch the game? Like all of the game?
Yeah, I got up in the morning, watched it straight away. The first half was fucking so many of these first halves this season. That's why I won't stay up anymore and watch it, because I would have gone to bed at half time. It was fucking disastrous. It was so bad. Shit. But second half was completely opposite. We were good. Played some good football. Great moment for Earthy. Fantastic, wasn't it? Yeah. Him coming on and anticipating that. Great run by Soufal too. He never gets enough credit for me, Soufal. He had a good game, Soufal. I thought he was our best player. But he skipped past 2 people and then laid it to Kudos, who went to the bar line, cut it back, and Earthy anticipated where to be and nicked in and scored. Great moment for the young lad. Brilliant.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was good. It was good. Souček got with a big volley outside the box.
Great left foot. It was a left foot, wasn't it? Yeah.
Man.
He's got some great goals this season. You know what I don't like? The general talk is when Lopetegui comes in and Souček out, and everybody always is just like quick to write off this guy, isn't they? Like all the time. Calvin Phillips is coming in, Souček on the bench, Phillips in the mid. Like why does why does the majority of West Ham fans just dismiss the importance or that Thomas Souček has played in West Ham recently?
Do you know what I think it is, good? Because I'm telling you now, Souček's important to us. Really has been. And so is Soufal. And they never get this credit. And I'd say for Souček's reasoning is in, say, last season in the Premier League were that bad. When he was out of form, he had a while. And Moyes continued to play him where he needed a break, I think. And he needed a change. And they associate Moyes with Souček being his little best mate. He's playing him because that's one of his favourites. And I think he gets tired with that brush, the Moyes brush of playing guys, you know, that are out of form and just playing them anyway. And he done that a lot last year, where he was playing so much football, Souček, you know, for internationally and West Ham and Europe. He needed a break and he never got it. And then they knock him for it when he's. And I think that's continued into this season. So, and he's been. I mean, Souček's been one of our man of the match a few times, but he doesn't get that credit.
Well, you know what's funny, yeah? You know, let's say the technical goals he scored this season. If he scored them under Lopetegui would get all the praise. You know, he's worked on his technical side. And he's proven this season, like the type of goals that he has scored, he's a good footballer. He's Czech Republic captain, has been for a good few years now. And I
know his limitations. You know, passing of the ball in the midfield, he's not that. That's not him. He's not very good at it. But you know. I don't want to see me. I'm a very loyal person, like really loyal, and so much so when it comes to the football, my team and that. Yeah, I'm a loyal person, and you know, with him, I don't want to see Souček as a bit part player, and I think he deserves more credit. Now, I don't know. Yeah, I think he deserves a lot more credit. And like I said, I've said it many times. I've never ever jumped on his back ever. You know, and he you know, he doesn't watch this clearly, but I'm saying is the more stick he was getting, the more I think where possible, I'm gonna stick up for you. You understand? Like, because I'm thinking you people some of them ain't got a clue. Like what you're saying, you're right. He was tired, he was getting overplayed and all of that. And yet, being overplayed and that, he was still managing to complete 90 minutes in the Premier League. Yeah. Okay, he wasn't at his best, but you know, his fitness and all of that. You understand? And then you look at the likes of Calvin Phillips and all of that, who should be fresh. Exactly. And you could never question Souček's effort. Never. Nah. Him also felt ever question their effort. And I've always that's a big thing for me, effort. Even if you're not playing that well, even if you're not that good, if that effort's there, which it always is with them two, I'll give them a lot of credit for that.
So. Right. So
anyway,
right, here we go. So this should this game made you happy for more than one reason. What did we pick for the scores? And it was 3-1 to West Ham. What did we pick score-wise?
You fucking beauty. I forgot I picked that. I went 3-1 West Ham. It was never in doubt for me. Never in doubt. Right, 10 points. You went 3-2 Luton, geezer. Yeah. Robert, you fucker, Robert. Stop scoring points, Robert. Robert went 3-1 West Ham. 2-1 said Wally. 3-2 said Stu. Inky in there as well. 3-1 West Ham. 2-1 said Mel. 2-1 said Danny. 3-2 to Luton said Kieran. Oh, of course, he gets one as well, Lawrence. Well done, sir.
Yes, Lawrence. I forgot about that. Oh, shit. 1 second. I was just making sure I didn't miss Lawrence's corners and cards for the other two, but I didn't. Lawrence got it as well. So well done, Inky. Well done, Robert. Well done, Giza. And well done, Lawrence. Lawrence, Robert, Giza, and Inky. Well done, you lot. Right, so there were 4 cards, 13 corners. Let me get to the comments first, then I'm going to go back to that. Robert's put there. Oh, here we go. He says, I've been watching Chicago Fire, so I couldn't hear you on the PC turned down. How many points has Mount got? Because he was
Mount, he's only on 10.
Mount, what you meant to do, Mount, is watching the MLS with the sound down and listening to this, not listening to that. And Earthy's 19. Thanks for that, Wally. Kieran says it's going to be a good final. Is Kieran here? Yeah, Kieran is here. Evening, Kieran. Kieran says booked a summer holiday because I assumed we'd lose, and now I can't afford Wembley for fuck's sake. Obviously. So yeah, we've got Southampton and Leeds fans in the chat. One of you is going to be one set of you lot are going to be very, very happy whenever that final is. When is the playoff final, everybody? Put it in the chat, please. Kieran, yeah, if I can get a ticket in the morning, says Danny, might be going. Nice, mate, be a good day out. I love Suchek, says, well, it's set when he's on the ball. Then I get nervous. Then he will lose the It's true.
Yeah, we all do. We all do that.
Lawrence says, heck yeah, baby. You got yeah. How many points has Lawrence got? I swear he's got like 50 points.
He's got 30.
Oh, 30. Sorry. I was thinking about last week when he was killing it. It's next Sunday. All right, cool. So that next Sunday. Will that be part of our predictions then? I don't think it will.
Don't know.
No, it won't, because we're on next Friday. Fuck. You look, we want, yeah, we're trying to add that. We'll see if there's any more games around Europe. Maybe some finals or I don't know. Anyway, right. So the next game is Wolves v Palace. And that finished. Wolves won. Not high flying. Informed Palace 3. Palace ended up getting a red card. And the 3 goal scorers were the 3 main men. Elise scored, Mateta scored, and Eze scored. Cunha for Wolves. So yeah, Wolves Palace are apparently, according to newspapers or whatever, their manager Bayern Munich was interested in the manager based off of what he's done at Palace, but he said he ain't going nowhere. But I don't know how true that is. But yeah, what you got to say about Palace? I know we spoke about them last week, but
they're on fire at the moment. I think they're the most informed team in the league. Since they got Elise and Eze back and Mateta started to bang goals in, they've been on fire, man. They're really playing well. And yeah, great. I tell you what, Villa are fucking lucky they've secured that 4th spot, I tell you, because they've got to go to Palace in the last game to get Champions League. I think they might not get it.
Yeah.
So, that lucky for them, it doesn't matter now. But Palace, yeah, superb, playing well at the moment. The boys got them firing.
Well, West Ham will lose on Sunday. Palace, if they do win, they'll end up finishing 3 points behind West Ham, which is
there you go. And then battling relegation for so long, but yet right up by a clacker.
Yeah. You know what's good here? Brighton are in 10th, so there's a battle for 10th place, right? Brighton have got 48 points in 10th. Bournemouth 48 points in 11th. Palace 46 points in 12th, and Wolves 46 points in 13th. So those 4, obviously, teams like them, to say top 10 finish is it's a little thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
it's nothing, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see who gets the 10th spot. Right, so the game was Wolves 1, Palace 3. Let me just say this. Oh shit! Right. Right, so there was 2 yellows. So we need to here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's got to be 9 then. It's got to be 9 cards because it was 2 yellows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 cards, which no one ain't gonna pick, especially in a game of Wolves v Palace. 9 cards and 11 corners. So let me just put that and then 1 free. 9, 11, 1 free. 1 sec. This game. 9, 11, 1 free. Right, so what do we pick for the score? I want to see. Hopefully you didn't stitch Lawrence up. You put Lawrence's scores in last week, yeah?
I put him what?
Did you put Lawrence's scores in last week?
Yeah.
You selected them, yeah?
Well, I just put him 3. When you say put him down to 3-1, I put him 3-1 every game. The home team to win 3-1.
Oh, he's on the home.
That's what I wrote.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I didn't want to change it because I didn't know. He said,
"Yeah."
Otherwise, I would have probably gone the other way for him, but I didn't. But I did for me. Wolves 1, Palace 3. That's 2 3-1s on a trot. I picked. Unbelievable. Yeah. Hey? They're the real ones that count the scoreline. Right. I went 3-1 to Palace. Titch, you went 2-2. Robert unlucky, 4-1 to Palace. 2-1 to Palace, said Wally. 2-1 to Stu. 2-2 said Inky. 1-1 said Mel. Danny, man. 3-1 to Palace. Well done. 2-1. Or 2-0 said young Kieran. And 3-1 to Wolves, said Lawrence. Unlucky.
You know what? Do you know why? Again, Robert, look here. Look at this. This is the fourth time, Geezer. Yeah, look here. Roberts, whoever his thing is, that it doesn't show the managers. But for the fourth game, Glasner got a yellow, so that's why it's not shown on yours, Robert. So that's another manager that got booked. End of the season, you'd think that no one, yeah. So all these managers, 4 of them have got booked. So yeah, sorry, Robert. That's why yours says 8 when it's 9 because Glasner also got booked. So yeah, it was 9. Right. So Lawrence, I'll say again, Geezer stitched you up, mate. You know, he backed Palace, but he said, "Nah, Lawrence can have Wolves 3-1." Right. Let me read the comments first, and I'll get to this corners and cards. Right. Here it says, apologies, lads. I was convinced Luton would win. So was I. I went with the same score as you. I also said 3-2 to Luton. I thought there'd be more. I thought Luton would score more than 1 goal.
I thought they'd be better. They were poor, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I thought I thought they still was in it. So in regards to staying up, so I'm surprised.
Yeah, but they weren't. They didn't look as desperate as they have been lately. You know, just didn't look like.
They was like that in their previous game as well. But yeah, I just really thought, they thought, we're still in this, fully in this. And, I'm glad they weren't because obviously I did want West Ham to finish as high as possible, which 9th is, can't finish any higher or lower. Malk, I've been the real Wembley loads of times to see England regular and lead, but never been the crap one. No magic set to deliver when being built. Oh, so he delivered to the new Wembley when it was being built. Delivered something there. Palace is a top playing team. I smell some points as Lawrence. Lawrence, he stitched you up, mate. We are locked at 9th. Yeah, we can't move from there. They may both come up if City get relegated over fair play allegations. No chance. Where are the Hammers at the moment? Oh, so yeah, 9th. Can't higher or lower. And yeah, we can't finish any. So shit, says Lawrence. You're in trouble, Geezer. 9th, man. Windows the door. We don't move. Right. So let me go back to this. Yeah. There was 9. Did I put it in here? Sorry, 9 and stats. Did Robert put it here? He did. Sorry. 9 cards, which is crazy, and 11. Let me put it in here. Oh, I've done it already. Stupid. Right. So 9, 11. Right. So Geezer, you correctly predicted. No, you didn't. Sorry, you picked 9 corners, but it's 9 cards. Right, so no, forget that.
Yeah, sure, I didn't say 9 cards.
Nah. 9, 11, 9, 11, 9, 11, 9, 11, 9. Nobody apart from Lawrence. Lawrence is the only one that picked 11 corners. So nobody got the cards or corners apart from Lawrence picking the correct corners. I'm just going to double check that. 9, 11. No. Yeah, so just Lawrence. Well done, Lawrence. What's the scores? Tim, give me some score update, please.
I'm just going to run.
You're in there now.
Ooh. Yep, you're right. So Lawrence is up to 40. Young Kieran's up to 20. Danny's up to 50. Well, Danny. Still 10 for Mal. 30. 40 for Inky. 50 still for Stu. Then 20, 30. 30 for Wally. 20, 30, 40. 50 for Robert.
Robert's always up there. Last 4 weeks.
Yeah, he's been doing well lately.
Mr. Consistent.
20 for you, Titch. And I've got 20 myself.
You got 20, yeah?
So, yeah.
You sure? No, you got more than. I swear you got 2 correct scores, did you?
That's it, 2 correct scores. I don't think I've had anything else.
I swear you got some cards. Are you sure? All right. I thought you got one of the cards or corner somewhere. All right. Right. So the next game was a good game actually. Forest v Chelsea, which I think was it was Forest 2, Chelsea 3, wasn't it? Is that what it finished?
Yeah, I think it was, wasn't
it? Yes, Forest 2, Chelsea 3. Did you watch that game or just watch the highlights?
Yeah. I did, but I can't. I normally flick around the little highlights before we do this, and I haven't this week.
Yeah.
But yeah, can't remember much about it. But yeah.
Right.
Gave him a go.
Right, Chelsea. Like, I'm going to confirm. Right, let me confirm what Robert said first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the cards are right, Lawrence. I mean, Robert. stats, and your corners are correct as well. So that's correct, Robert, for this game. Chelsea. Now, let me just go back to here. They are now above Newcastle, above Man United. Newcastle. Oh no, sorry. I'm trying to think. They're 3 points above those teams. So, you know, that's 6 as it stands now. I think if Man City win the FA Cup, then that gives another space. So Chelsea would go from a Conference League place at the moment into Europa League place, and then the 7th Chelsea, Man United or Newcastle would get the Conference League. So potentially, or more than likely, because City should beat Man United, Chelsea will end up with a Europa League place. What do you think about how they've sort of been in the last, I don't know, 5 weeks or 6 weeks, whatever it is?
They were terrible for 2/3 of the season. Now they're sort of still not that great, but putting points on the board. They're winning.
Yeah.
Starting to score. It's starting to look a lot better at Chelsea. I think Chelsea will be a contender next year for the top 4.
Yeah.
I think they'll be a contender. I'm not necessarily get it, but I think they'll be a contender next year.
Yeah, they definitely should do better than they have done this season.
Absolutely. That's why I always put them down for goals, because I see the firepower they got. They're just haven't been firing on it. You know what I mean? But they've still got a lot to do.
They're only, if you think about this, you think about Tottenham's start and Chelsea's start. Chelsea are 3 points behind Spurs, and Spurs. I think Spurs are at home to Sheffield United or away. I think they're away to Sheffield United. Yeah,
they still need a point, Spurs, to confirm Europa.
So if let's say they lost and Chelsea won, Chelsea would go above them because they've got a better goal difference. That would be ridiculous. The fact that they've even got this close to them after, that shows you how well they've done of late and how bad Tottenham have been. Right, let me just, so Robert put it in here. Where is it? Let me read the things. Right, 5-11-2-3. 1 sec. 5-11-2-3. 5-11-2-3. Right, and let me just read the comments. By the way, lads, was said on our side that the option on downs is 8 million. If we go up in excess of 10 million, if we stay down. 8 million if they go up, and 10 million if we stay down. Wouldn't it be the other way around? If they come up, we'd want more money for him. Or no, because he's a Premier League player. Yeah, I don't get that. So yeah, he's saying if Southampton go up, the option is 8 mil. But if they stay down, it's 10 or more.
I think it sounds like he's going there because he's making all the noises that he wants to stay there.
Yeah, I saw. Right. I predicted Hammer 6 at the start of the season, and you two Doomer said no chance. So better than you pair. Well, 9th, and I think, what did we say?
I know what I said. I said we'd finish between 8th and 10th.
Yeah, you did. So you can't get any more in between 8th and 10th than 9th.
Which is 9th. What I meant was 8th, 9th, or 10th. Yeah. And they finished 9th. So I would bang on, Malk. Bang on.
Bang on. Music to my ears because we know what Lawrence has picked for the cards and corners. Matt, I predicted them 6-2, but between 8 and 10 after the January window. Will Cole Palmer be in Chelsea next season? I thought he was on. No, they signed him. Was it like they signed him? Well, yeah.
Paid big bucks for him too.
50 mil, I think. Was it 50 or no?
No, it was a lot for a youngster. It was a lot of money.
40 mil. I swear it's 40 million. I think it's 40. Kieran said, if we go up, we get a discount. That's crazy.
All right. Fucking hell, that's not like West Ham.
Yeah. You both were doom and gloom to start. Yeah, we were. I was more so. Right, so.
I was right to be. We've been shit.
Yeah.
I mean, regardless of 9th, we've been shit to watch. Absolute garbage for most of the season.
That's true. Right, Forest 2, Chelsea 3. What do we pick for the scores?
Oh, fucking hell, Jesus Christ. I picked 3-0 to Chelsea. You was in there, boy. You picked 3-2. So did fucking Roberto. 3-2 to Chelsea. 2-1 to Wally. 2-1 said shoot at Chelsea. 4-0 said Inky at Chelsea. 2-2 said Malk. 3-3 said Danny. 4-1 said young Kieran. And 3-1 said Lawrence.
So me and Robert
good
correctly
pick.
predicted Forest
Titch
2,
and Robert.
Chelsea 3. Right, so there was 5 cards, 11 corners. Oh shit, Giza, you predicted 5 cards and 11 corners, so you get 20
Fucking double
points.
up, son. Jeez, and I got the 3 goals of Chelsea, but not the 2 of Forest.
Yeah, so you got fucking hell. I picked 6 cards and 11 corners, so I got 11 corners right. So I get another 10 points. I nearly got a treble there.
Ooh.
Stuart, no. Robert, no. Inky, no. 5-11. Malk predicted 5 cards and 11 corners, so a double for Malk.
A double.
Well done, Malk.
Me and you, Malk, Shan.
Danny correctly predicted 5 cards, so 10 points for Danny. 5-11.
10 for Danny.
And as we know, Lawrence correctly predicted 5 cards and 11 corners. So that's 20.
20 for Lawrence.
Yeah.
You know, don't want to see that.
I'll go from the first convo, not the 6, you pillocks.
That's Danny and Lawrence on 60 that I can just perusing here.
Who?
Robert's up there and all with 60, isn't he?
Wait, who's at the top? Just give me the top ones. Lawrence.
Robert's got 60. Danny's got 60. What I can see. And Lawrence has got 60.
Ooh, Stewie's
got 50.
But he's gone a bit quiet. He says, look, Lawrence says, Giza, there is a Santa when you're giving him all these gifts, these points.
Yeah. Lucky I didn't give you that free one. But
yeah.
Thank you. This Saturday night's getting annoying.
A lot of points. Right. You lot. The big game of the weekend, or one of them, for this weekend, it was a big game, was Man United v Arsenal, which ended up Man United 0, Arsenal 1, which put Arsenal back at the top of the league, but then obviously City went to Spurs, but we didn't cover that because it was additional. Anyway, so Arsenal, it's looking like, just like last season, they're going to just miss out. Do you remember anything of this game, United v Arsenal?
Yeah, watched it. Weren't that bad, Man United. They gave them a game to a point. And but yeah, like I said, I watch Arsenal and they don't look like title winners. As simple as that, regardless of how well they've done. I mean, they just got that done. 1-0.
Yeah, it wasn't convincing, was it?
It weren't convincing at all, no. And there you go. And this is where I always go back, especially with Arsenal, right? And this is the difference between Pep and Arteta, right? This is the difference. Arsenal went to Man City in that game when they played and went there for a 0-0 draw.
Yeah.
And got it. Now, they were points in front at the time, Arsenal. They presumed just stopping Man City winning was good enough for them to win the league.
Yeah.
If Man City had gone into that game, they would have gone to win it. And I think there lies the difference. That's where they lost it for me. Because after that, they went and lost to Villa. And then they drew at Liverpool, Arsenal. And that cost them everything Man City back. I think if they'd gone to win that game at City and won it, I think they would have secured the league. I mean, that will be the difference.
And the way City were playing, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I was going to say, the way City were playing at that moment in time, Arsenal could have actually went to win that game as well. They could.
They should have done.
Yeah, they should have come away with 3 points.
They should have made a statement and tried to win it. They didn't. They done a Moyes. They sat really, really deep in that game and tried to hold them out. I couldn't believe it. For someone trying to win the title, I thought that was it could have been genius and it worked. They got the point and then they go on to win it. That can only happen now if West Ham draw against City.
Yeah, not going to happen. Won't happen.
Good luck with that one, son.
Matt says, I'm starting to speak like you see. Took me some time to get used to being brain dead. I don't know what that was in response to. Robert says there was only 2 cards and 11 corners in that game. Man United v Arsenal. You'd never have thought so little cards. Make that 70. Robert Lawrence says.
Oh God.
Lawrence says Danny. This is he's adding these points that are coming. Right, so just double check. There were 2 cards and they were both for Arsenal. So Man United didn't even get any yellow cards. And stats, let me just confirm. Corners, there were 11. So 2-11, put it in here. And 0-1. 2-11-1. Right, what do we pick for the score, please?
All right. I went 3-0 Arsenal. 2-1, you said to Arsenal. 3-1 said Robert. 2-1 said Wally. 3-1 said Stu. Inky 3-0 to Arsenal. 2-2 said Mel. 4-2 said Danny. 4-1 said Kieran. And 3-1 said Lawrence.
Right, so nobody picked 2 cards, but 11 corners. Inky correctly predicted 11 corners, so that's another 10 points for Inky.
Ooh, Inky.
Danny correctly predicted 11 corners.
Danny as well.
Yep.
Shit. Danny's up there.
And Lawrence also predicted 11 corners. And we have 2 games remaining. So what's the top score? 70 at the minute. So you should be saying
Lawrence now on 70. Young Kieran's on 30. Oh, I should be writing these down. Danny's on 60. Yeah, Mel, he's only on 30. Rubbish.
Is Danny definitely 60, not 70? Because when Lawrence says make that 70, Danny said, and me, Lawrence.
Danny said that.
Yeah, when
20,
Lawrence said
40, 50, 60. Oh, he's fucking right, you know. I miscalculated there. You're right, Danny. You're on 70. 2 boys on 70. As I know, I've got Stu on 50.
Malx is getting the same Titch on cards and corners. Malx.
50, Wally. Some good scores here, really. Some good scores here. 60 for Robert. So there's not a lot in it. And 10, 20, 40 for you, Titch.
Getting the same Titch on cards and corners.
What do I get? I'm on 40 now. Well, that little.
Stuart's still on 50. He went into a lead, didn't he?
Yeah, he's been on 50 quite a while, mate. He hasn't had us points since the 4th game. So, yeah.
Because, the way he was looking, he was going to smash your record.
Hang on, I'm going to have to quick 2 seconds, mate. I'm going to need
Inky says I'm on 110. You're like, I'm sweating, man. My back fucking hot. Right, so there's only 2 games left, which is Villa v Liverpool and Norwich v Leeds. And then we're getting to the final Premier League thing. Right, here we go. For fuck's sake, we both got 5 and 11. Get your cranes out. Oh, for fuck's sake, when we both got 5 and 11, when you said getting the same. Oh, yeah, sorry. Did I get 5 and 11? Giza 5 and 11. Oh, you and Giza got 5. No, hold on. Oh, yeah, no, that was you and Giza.
What?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for the Forest game. Right, so we've only got 2 games left. And I think because of the lead score, I think your thing. But then you never know about the cards and corners.
And we got 3 games left? No, 2 games.
2. Right, yeah. So the next game was Villa v Liverpool, which ended up 3-3. Liverpool, I believe, were 3-1 up in that game. Liverpool knew they're finishing 3rd, can't finish any higher, any lower. And Villa just made sure that one little point that they needed, they got over the line in regards to Champions League football. So the European Cup, as it was known, is back at Villa Park for the first time in I don't know how many years. When was the last time Villa was in the Europe's elite competition?
Long time. Fuck me. Jeez, they struggled in the bloody Conference League.
They got slapped in that, didn't they?
Hey,
they got slapped. Everybody, remember they were the favourites from the start. And they went out with a whimper. 1, 2, 3. Robert. I'm on 70. Giza. 3. Oh my. Hold on. Oh, 3. Sorry. 2, 9. No, 3 cards. You know what, Robert? It's again. This is crazy. This doesn't make no sense. Robert, it's actually 3, and you know why it's 3. So for the 5th game, I think we got another manager. So Unai Emery also got booked. So that's another manager getting a yellow card, Giza.
No one.
So Robert, it's 3 yellows, Rob, because Emery got one in the 85th minute.
Okay.
So
3-all.
yeah.
Oh, no one's getting that, surely. I haven't looked, but no one can be getting that.
Nah, you know what? Unai Emery might have helped somebody with the cards though, because it would have been 2, but obviously as a manager he's got one. So let me just put this in there. Let me just check the corners.
Better not be Lawrence. He's getting too close. And
No.
Danny. Don't want him getting it. He's getting too close.
Right.
Good scoring though here. There's big scores here, you know.
Yeah.
Everyone with 50s and 60s and 70s. Fuck me.
Right. So
I went.
Yeah, what do we put?
I said 2-1 to Liverpool. 2-all Titch, unlucky. 2-all said Robert, unlucky, he got the draw. 2-1 said Wally to Liverpool. 3-1 said Stuart to Liverpool. 2-1 Inky to Villa. 2-2 said Malk. Good 2-2. A lot of 2-2s there, boys. Just one goal out. Unlucky. 2-1 said young Kieran to Liverpool like me. And 3-1 Lawrence to Villa. Got the 3 right, Lawrence.
Right. So nobody picked 9 corners. I'm going to confirm this. 11, 7, 12, 15, 17. Nobody picked 9 corners. But 1, 2, 3. 3 people picked 3 cards. So that was Stuart. Stuart is back on the board at some point. Stuart picked 3 cards.
Stuart, hang on. Yeah.
You got him?
Yeah, got it.
I picked 3 cards.
Really?
And luckily, Robert, you were wrong with 2, not your fault, because it was actually 3. Unai Emery, and because of that, Robert also gets 10 points because he predicted 3 cards. So yeah, going into the last game, which was Norwich v Leeds.
Right then, so that puts 3 of them on 70.
Which is Lawrence.
Which is Robert, Danny and Lawrence.
And Stuart's on 60 now.
And Stuart's on 60. So yeah. Unfortunately for them, the score cannot be. It's only Stuart that would pick this score, and no one's going to do it, are they?
No. So your record is intact. Right, finished 0-0. I don't know if that Danny or Inky or Malk, any thoughts? I know you've smashed them since then. No, Robert, it's not that game. Robert, it's the 0-0 game. Robert's got it's not that one. It's the 0-0 one, Robert.
Yeah, it's the first leg.
It's the first one. So yeah, anybody of the Leeds contingent that watched that, was that game cagey? Like, yeah, what was that game like? 0-0.
Must have been. I watched the highlights of it.
And were there highlights? Or no?
That's the reason I picked a draw for this. I thought Leeds would do the right thing in a 2-legged tie. You go there, get the point, get the draw, whatever it is. That's why I put 1-1. I'd never pick 0-0, and then get them home and smash them. And that's exactly what they did. So
right, there was 4 cards, 8 corners, and 0-0. 4, 8. 0-0. Let's see if we had a manager's booked in that one as well. Let me check that one. Summary. Nah, no managers booked in that one. Right. Right. So for the last game of this round, to see who's the winner, we played. Right. Danny said we played for the draw. I said we played a solid game and secure. Yeah, and ultimately it was a game of 2 halves, obviously, and you done your job in the second half. What did we pick then, score-wise?
I went 1-1.
Close.
So I thought would happen. 2-2, you said, John. Robert went 3-1 to Leeds. 2-1 to Leeds, said Wally. 2-1 to Norwich, said Stu. Oh, disgraceful. 2-2, said Inky. 1-1, said Malk, of course. 2-1 to Leeds, said Danny. 3-1 to Leeds, said Young Kieran. 3-1 to Norwich, said Lawrence. Well, he didn't have a choice, really. But
right. I think this might be the first time where... Anyway, nobody got the corners, which was 8 corners, and 4 cards was correctly predicted by Inky. Young Kieran.
Inky got it?
Inky, Kieran, not you.
Right.
And Wally, which means for the first time we have a tie.
Wow. We do.
So the three winners this week are, is it Lawrence, Danny, and Robert?
I got 40. You got 50.
Not bad.
70 for Robert. 60 for Wally. 60 for Stu. 60 for Inky. Big scores here, man. I mean, that 30 for Mel. He ate rubbish. 70 for Danny. 40 for young Kieran. And 70 for Lawrence.
So Danny, Lawrence, and Robert are this week's winners.
Three-way tie.
There's no way of like separating you unless we're going to drag it onto next week. Like pick one game, and no, it's not going to do that. So congratulations. And once again, it was tight. The people behind them, some 60s in there and 50s and all of that. So
big scores everywhere.
Yeah, good competition. Robert, like I said, last 4 weeks, maybe 5, he's been right up there. Yeah, you know what? See, next week, things like this, when this happen, it then makes me think, okay, how can we have a fallback system if this happens again? But for now, we don't have that. But yeah, I would probably go to who got the most correct scores, they would win. And if that's tied then maybe, whatever. But we'll work out a way of if it's ever tied.
Probably me. That's probably me this week, so it's me. No, the correct scores are the better ones to win, and they get more kudos, don't they, than the cards and the corners. So whoever gets the most scores on a tie like that would probably be it for next time.
Yeah,
or next season or whatever.
Well done, Lawrence, Danny, and Roberto. And another close week, but you lot came out on top, so well done to you three.
And the 100 stays in cats. That's the main thing. That's the main thing, mate.
I would have gone 1-1 if forced. See, so first time I can't blame you. Yeah, you can't blame me.
I thought it was a fair pick, Malk, for a 1-1 draw away from home, and over 2 legs, get there, don't lose, and get home and beat them. That's how I would approach it.
Right, Lawrence says I didn't prepare a speech. There's still time for that. You can put it in the comments. Robert's popping the champagne. Danny says winner twice in 3 weeks. Oh yeah.
Well, joint winner, Danny. It's not as good as outright winner with 100 points. When you say that, then you can start jumping up and down.
And this is a fair point here. I would have had 80 if Geezer didn't screw me in the palace.
Yeah, I know. I thought about it. But it's the way he sent me. He said, when he sent me the message, Lawrence, he just said, look, put Lawrence down for 3-1 every game. Yeah. So I literally done that, wrote 3-1 every one. So there you go.
You're still a winner in my eyes, Lawrence, even though Kieran screwed you. He's like, fuck that. No. Points are points. Well done, the 3. Yep. Well done, you lot. Still a win, Geezer.
You're still a winner, all you. It's still a win, Danny. It is, mate. 3 of you done well. It's good point scoring there, man. Fucking hell. I was crap and I got 40.
You know what was mad for that one? Stuart started off on fire, and me and you started off like shit, like no points, and then it just sort of changed over. But that was a good one. Right, so I've got Stuart's scores for this week. He sent them to me. I need to look at them because he sent me Leeds. I'm sure I see Leeds, but we won't cover Leeds because they're not playing until after we go live on Friday. They'll be playing next Sunday. Right, let me get these fixtures. So last 10 Premier League. It won't be the Leeds game. I'll have to find another game around Europe to make it 11. So it's fair, and you lot got a chance of catching Geezer's 100. Right, let me go to the first game, which, they're all at the same time, isn't they? I was going to say which would be the early kickoff, but it's not. All on Sunday. Right, so the first game on this list is Arsenal at home to Everton. Arsenal trying to win the league. Everton are, they've been safe a long time. Arsenal, realistically, ain't going to win the league, but they've got to do their job, which is to get 3 points, which they probably should get the 3 points. Anyway, Arsenal v Everton, everyone. Let me put everyone's name in as well. before. Right, Arsenal, the Everton. Right, let me get everybody's name. Isa. One sec. Lawrence. Malk. Icky. Kieran. How does he spell it again? Kieran. One sec. Kieran. Where's his name gone? Kieran. Oh, there it is. CIARANN. CIARANN. Kieran. Robert. He's Lawrence Wally, Malk, Inky, Kieran, Robert. Is that everyone? And Stuart. He sent me his. Stuart. I think that's it. Right. Tell me if I've missed anybody. Me, you, Lawrence, Wally, Malk, Inky, Kieran, Robert, Stuart.
We'll find out when we get there.
Right, let me still a win, good mate. 4 or 5.
I've got it down as 10 people.
10? What for today? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got 9. So who's the right? Hold on. Who have I missed? Danny. Sorry, Danny. You're right, Giza. Sorry, Danny. Right. So let me copy and paste this. Copy that. Right. So here we go. First down here is Lawrence says 4-1 to Arsenal. 5-11, 4-1. Lawrence. 5-11, 4-1.
Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I might have 11, Giza.
Oh.
I thought I'd written Lawrence down. I can't find it.
Right. Giza, Titch, Lawrence, Wally, Malk 5, Inky 6, Kieran 7, Robert 8, Stuart 9, Danny 10. Nah, I think that's it.
Have I written someone down there twice? Yeah. All right. You're right.
It is 10, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right. You got Lawrence's score, yeah?
No, not yet. Not just changed this.
Lawrence said 4-1.
Right, got it.
You got that, yeah? Danny says 3-1 to Arsenal. 4-11, 3-1. Danny.
Danny.
3-1. Wait, hold on. Oh, well, it says 3-0. He put 3-0, 8-4 quick, but he's meant to say 4-11. But yeah, Wally says 3-0. 3-0.
Wally says 3-0.
Yep. 4-11, 3-0. Wally. 3-0. Right, who's next? Malk says 2-1 to Arsenal. 5-9, 2-1, Malk.
Yeah, no one's got my score yet.
Who's next? Inky says 3-0 Arsenal. 4-10, 3-0 Inky. 4-10, 3-0. Robert says 2-1 Arsenal. 2-1. Oh, I can tell you Stuart. Sorry, let me get you Stuart's. He sent it. Stuart said, one sec. Arsenal v Everton. 3-0 to Arsenal. 4-11, 3-0. Stuart. Oh, come on. 4-11, 3-0. Right, it's me, you, and Kieran. Danny says Titch don't want me winning. Apologies, Danny. Wait, who did I say? Kieran. Right. We're dual. You got yours already in it. And then hopefully Kieran puts his in there. What's yours, Isa?
Right, yeah. See, I'm going to do it again. I was thinking 3-0, right? And I'll change it like I did with the fucking Man City game. I'm probably wrong, but I'm going to go 4-0 to Arsenal.
Okay. 4-0. Never change.
I bet it's 3-0.
Yep.
And I'll have only 4 cards, 11 corners.
And 4-0, yeah. Right. 3-0 is my score, and I'm not changing. I'm confident in 3-0, so I'm going 3-0. Cards and corners. Arsenal could get a little bit tetchy because they're going to lose. They're going to win. They're going to lose. I'm going to go 5 because I see Arteta getting booked. I'm going to go 6. Fuck it. I'm going to go 6 cards, which is a lot. I'm going 6 cards. And 10 corners. 6, 10, 3-0. 6, 10, 3-0. Right, Kieran. Did Kieran didn't put his
Still about, young Kieran?
Kieran, what's your prediction for this if you're still here? Arsenal v Everton. Whilst Kieran, we wait on Kieran, I'll tell you the next fixture is, and I'll tell you Stuart's score. The next fixture is Brentford v Newcastle. Brentford v Newcastle. Yeah, Kieran. Maybe Kieran's not here still. Right, let me tell you Stuart's score first. Stuart
3-0 every game with it, Stu.
No. Stuart says Brentford 1, Newcastle 2. 3-9-1-2. 3-9-1-2.
Brentford 1, Newcastle 2.
1-2. Right, and then we get to. So Robert has said 2-1 to Brentford. 2-1. Which would mean Newcastle finish below Chelsea because they're currently below them. So Robert says 4-11-2-1. Robert. 1 sec. 4-11-2-1. Danny says 2-2. 12-2-2.
Yeah. I was thinking that, Danny.
Don't change.
Fancy a draw in this game.
Lawrence says Brentford 1, Newcastle 2. 1, 2, 5, 11, 1, 2. Inky says 2-1 to Brentford. 4-11-2-1. Inky. 4-11-2-1. Who's next? Malk says Brentford 1, Newcastle 3. 5-9.
1-3.
Yeah, 1-3. That's Malk. 1-3. And Wally says 0-2. 4-11-0-2. Wally.
4-0-2.
0-2. So yeah, Kieran's obviously not here, but if he does join, we can just tell him which ones he hasn't done. So it's just me and you. Brentford v Newcastle.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 2-2, Geezer. I just fancy that myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, what's your cards and corners?
Yeah, I'll stick it up at 5 and 10.
5-10, 2-2. Yeah, I was thinking 2-2, but this is one of them games because it's the last game of the season. You'll probably get a winner. You'll probably get a 3-2. Newcastle will be chasing more than Brentford because Newcastle are chasing sight, and they'll either get the winner or Palace will get them on a break. Not Palace, Brentford. Sorry, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 3-2, but I'm trying to think who to. I'm gonna go 3-2 Newcastle. I was gonna go Brentford, but I've just said Newcastle. Fuck it. I'm going 3-2 Newcastle. So 2-3. I'm gonna go cards. 4 cards and 11 corners. 4 and 11. 4, 11, and 2-3. I got a feeling Brentford are going to win that game 3-2. Right, so Lawrence says giving Brentford too much credit. Correction, my missus doing mine because I've gone Mardy because she said I'm crap and it wounded me.
Yeah, too sensitive, Mal. That's your problem. Too sensitive.
Right, so the next game is I'll have to work out what game we're doing because it can't be Leeds. Right, the next one is Brighton at home to Manchester United, who got a win. They got a win against Newcastle. Obviously, we didn't do those predictions, but yeah, they did actually get a win. Brighton v Newcastle. No, v Man United. Sorry. Brighton v Man United. I was going to say Man United got a victory against Newcastle. Brighton v United. Man United currently in 8th and looking like no European football for them this season. Right, Danny has said he's first. Brighton 2, Man United 1. 2-10, 2-1, Danny.
God, just hard to pick, aren't they? Casemiro and Evans in the back four. They've been horrendous.
Oh no, they beat Newcastle 2-1, innit? Not 1-0. 2-1, wasn't it? Because they did concede. Was it 2-1? Or was it 1-0? Fucking hell. I'll go back to that. Right, so next one. Robert says 1-1. 5-10, 1-1.
Robert said 1-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a hard one to pick this. Brighton ain't been that fucking good either lately. They're a bit hit and miss anyway, just got to say.
Right, Malks says, and his wife said, and she's like, Kieran hasn't a clue about film.
Oi, leading champion, mate. Points champion.
Goes down in the history books. Remember, YouTube is like an archive in it, so you'll be in the history books. It's all backed up digitally.
Yeah, it's all backed up, mate. You've got one to go, boy. You better make this good, lads, because it's your only chance. Your only chance. I'll be gutted if it's last fucking game of the season.
You probably would have done. Storming off. Set. Teacups getting smashed. Lawrence says 2-2. 5-11, 2-2.
Lawrence, Jesus, what is it with me?
Did you get that record in the first episode or not?
No.
But it was close to the start though, wasn't it?
When we done the point, I did win the first one, I think, when we done the point.
The first one, actually.
It might have been the big one.
But yeah, it was no, I think then Wally won, and then I think the next one you won and you got 100 points, I think.
Yeah.
And made people believe it was achievable. Right. Wally says Brighton 1, Man United 2. 3, 10, 1, 2, 1, 2. 3, 10, 1, 2. Walito. Inky says 2-0 Brighton. 5, 10, 2-0. Inky.
2-0 Brighton. Really?
2-0.
Something I pick, man.
Malk says 2-2. Or Malk's missus says 2-2. 5-9.
Yeah.
2. No, he'd probably have more chance of winning if his missus is doing the picks this week. 5-9, 2-2.
Sometimes the more you know, the less points you get. Because it doesn't always go to what it should do. But
Stuart, let me tell you, Stuart. Sorry, Stuart said 1-1. And he said 4 cards, 12 corners. 4-12, 1-1. 4-12, 1-1. 4-12, 1-1. Right. It's just me and you.
Yeah.
I'll go if you're not ready yet. I'm trying to think. Brentford.
Sure.
Brighton v Man United. Brighton v Man United. I'm going to go. Fucking hell, it is a tough one. I'm gonna stick to forget Brighton. I'm gonna stick to Man United's shit season and say they're gonna end the season the way they've carried themselves this season. Shit, they're gonna lose 2-1. There you go. Brighton 2, Man United 1. And I'm gonna say quite a lot of corners. I'm gonna say 14 corners. I meant to say cards first. And Man United 5 cards. 5-14, 2-1 Brighton. 5-14, 2-1. 5-14, 2-1. Now
I'm going to go. The 2 good picks I had last week were 3-1 wins, so I'm going to go. I'm going to go Brighton 1, Man United 3. They turn up in the last game of the season. That'd be about right.
To confirm egg spot.
Yeah, 4 cards and 10 corners.
4, 10, 1, 3. Right, moving on to the next game is Burnley against Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest would have to lose massively, and Burnley would have to win massively. Oh shit! It's them two against each other. Hold on, I didn't realize. Hold on. I didn't realize that. Oh shit! Oh no, it's Luton and Forest. Sorry, Burnley's down. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. It's Luton. So Forest would have to lose heavily, and Luton would have to win heavily to try and catch them. So Forest is safe basically. But yeah, they're away to Burnley.
Got to win 10-0.
And then,
so it's Burnley Forest.
Burnley v Forest, yeah. Burnley v Forest. When was the last time anybody that the 3 promoted teams went straight back down? Forest.
And what's that now? You could, well, we won't know to the 30 points could probably have saved you, wouldn't it? At the most, 32 points you could have stayed up this year.
Well, 29 could stay up because Forest are on 29. They even if they lose.
Yeah, so 29 is going to keep them up. 29 points.
Yeah. And the reality
if
is this.
there was a season to be deducted points, it was this year for Everton and Forest. Perfect.
And this is the reality. If Luton lose, Forest could have stayed up on 26 points because they've got a better goal difference than Luton on 26 points. So they could, you understand?
Yeah.
If Luton lose.
Yeah, that's right.
That's a low tally, man. Seriously. Fixtures. Let me go back to that.
Well, I think they should ban Sheffield United for ever coming back up again with their points total.
Yeah, go away. After they made a big hoo-ha about us staying up and them going down. Right, Robert says, Robert, this is the one. Robert says Burnley 1, Forest 2, 4-8, 1-2. Robert. 4-8, 1-2. Right, Danny says 1-3. So Burnley 1, Forest 3, 4-11, 1-3. Which is Danny. 4-11. 1-3. Next is Lawrence says 2-1 to Burnley. 5-11. 2-1. Next is Wally says 1-1.
Wally said 1-1.
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah. Malk is going for gold. He says Burnley 2, Forest 3. 5, 9.
It could be one of them games, quite a few goals, isn't it?
Inky says 2-1 to Burnley. 4-10, 2-1. Inky. Come on. 4-10, 2-1. So yeah. Oh, sorry. Let me give you Stuart's one. Stuart says Burnley 1, Forest 2. 3-8, 1-2. 3-8, 1-2. And then it's just me and you.
Last week I had 2 3-1s next to each other, so I'm gonna go again. But 1-3. I mean Burnley 1, Forest 3. And then 5 cards and hang on, no. Burnley 5. 3 cards.
Yeah.
And 9 corners.
And 1-3, you said, isn't it? 1-3.
Yeah.
Right, what is it? The 3 that came up were really bad overall. Malk says, what's the game? I thought it was Luton v Forest. No, Burnley v Forest. Do you want to change your score? It's Burnley v Forest, Malk. And Robert, I don't know. Right, hold on. Robert's done his already. Maybe Robert's doing these for the next one. One sec. Robert, what game is that for? Right, let me give you my score, Giza. And Malk, you can change it if it's Burnley v Forest. But I'll tell you my score. I'm gonna go.
You can change it. Hold on.
I'm gonna go for 2-2. Yeah, 2-2. Cards and corners. I'm with you. There shouldn't be that many cards, really. But I'm going to go 4. No, I think 3. But I'm going to go 4 cards, 12 corners. 4, 12, 2, 2. 4, 12, 2, 2. Mount says, it's okay. Let's see. Enjoy me being ripped off. The last
Well,
time
mate, you've gone 3-2 there, mate, and I went 3-1. So I think you might be on the money there, mate. I think there could be a lot of goals in this. I don't know why.
I've gone 2-2 as well, so I'm seeing Burnley scored 2 goals. Anyway, Robert says the last time promoted sides were relegated was 1977. Hold on, he's put 1977 to 1998. He means, all right, 1997 to 1998. Bolton, Barnsley, and Palace. Yeah. So 1997 to 1998. He's put 1977.
78, yeah.
Right, so hold on, sorry. Already put my score in, already deleted it. Oh, right, hold on. So that's everybody. Let me go to the next game, which is Chelsea at home to Bournemouth. Chelsea v Bournemouth. Chelsea. Bournemouth. Right, Chelsea v Bournemouth. Sorry, already put my scores, already deleted it. Right, let me give you Stuart's first. Stuart says Chelsea v Bournemouth 2-2. 3-10, 2-2. 3-10, 2-2. Right, Danny has said, oh, hold on. Check the home team. Chelsea at home. Right, Danny says Chelsea 0, Bournemouth 2. 5-11.
Ooh, I don't know about that, Danny boy. That's there you go.
That's why I had to check. Oh, Chelsea, the away team. Because I was thinking 5. Remember, Chelsea are trying to consolidate 6th place as well, and they're at home, and they're in form. Right, next is Robert says 3-1 to Chelsea. 4-12. 3-1. 4-12. 3-1. Next is Lawrence says 3-0 Chelsea. 5-11. 3-0. Oops. Who's next? Wally says 3-1 Chelsea. 12-3-1. Wally. 3-1. Next is Inky says 3-0 Chelsea. 3-0. Malk says 3-2 Chelsea. 4-9-3-2.
Yeah.
3-2. Right, let me tell you. Oh no, I gave you Stuart's already. So it's just me and you. All right, Danny says Dominic Solanke brace Giza. So he says Solanke's going to get a brace against his former club.
All right.
Have you got your score? Or do you want me to go?
I'm gonna go 3-1 again. 3-1's gonna be good to me. 3-1 to Chelsea, and 4 cards, 9 corners.
4-9-3-1. Yeah.
Mm.
Chelsea Bournemouth. I'm gonna last game of the season. There's gonna be at least one high scoring game. I'm gonna go Chelsea 4, Bournemouth 2.
Was that 4-2?
4-2, yeah, to Chelsea. Cards and corners. I'm gonna go 3 cards. One of them will be for a celebration. 3 cards, 11 corners, and 4-2. 3, 11, 4-2. Right, and we'll move on to the next game. Everybody. Mary said 3-2 Chelsea. Stop blaming me. Okay, yeah, that's probably going to come in then. Let Mary do Mary and Malcolm or Malk. Crystal Palace v Aston Villa. Palace v Villa, yep. Geezer,
Need some juice. Where is it?
would you rather live in a palace or a villa? That's the fixture anyway.
Right. Palace Villa.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't fancy fucking Villa's chances here.
When you're ready, Danny's going for another Palace 3-all, which was their last result against Liverpool. So he's going 3-3. 5-14.
Right.
5-14.
That'll be a great game, wouldn't it? 3-3.
Right, let me give
But
you.
there is goals in both teams there, isn't there? So,
Yep.
yeah, I can understand that, Danny.
Yeah, this
There is goals, man.
end of season and the way things have gone. Palace have been scoring goals recently. Villa have been scoring.
Villa.
This could
The
be
thing
another-
I think Villa have got it, haven't they? They've got full spot. So
Yeah.
might not be quite as motivated as Palace. With the
Yeah.
Euros coming up as well for older Watkins up front. Be careful. So I would give Palace the edge, being at home as well. It's a hard place to go, Sellers Park.
Right, Stuart has said Palace 1, Villa 2.
Oh, he don't know what he's talking about, Stu. I don't know.
4-12.
He's fucking dreaming. Dreaming.
Right, who's next? Robert's also said 3-all. 4-12.
All right, here we go. All the fucking experts now, just because they had a few fucking points on the ball. Real fucking scores. What?
All these winners. 3-3. Who's next? Lawrence says 3-2 to Palace. 5 of them.
Yeah, it's more like it, Lawrence. More like it, mate.
One of the winners.
That's not.
5, 11,
Hmm.
2.
You got to see both teams scoring, haven't you? In
Yeah.
this, you'd
Goals
think
galore.
both teams are scoring.
Wally
So I'm going
says,
to put 2-0.
yeah.
What's
1-0.
Wally got?
Wally says 2-2.
2-2.
4, 11.
I can see Malk going 4-3 or something. Ridiculous.
Well, it's Mary doing his wife. Inky says Palace 1, Villa 2. He's going to same as Stuart.
Fuck yeah. Ingy. Totally wrong there, mate. Totally wrong.
10.
Palace ain't losing this game, right? They're not losing it.
Malk has gone 3-all.
I told you it'd be loads of goals, didn't I? Yeah.
5.
I'm going to put 0-0 now. I'm saying all dear.
Right. Mary thought that as well. Danny, Malk, I knew you weren't making your picks. I knew you weren't making. Oh, his picks. Malk,
Right.
great mind. Right. So it's
Go on,
me
then.
and you. You got yours?
Go on. What you
want me
got?
to go? I haven't
Yeah.
got mine yet. I'm thinking. Right. Palace, Villa. I'm going to go Crystal Palace.
Palace going to finish on a high, man.
Palace 3,
Villa.
Villa 1.
Doesn't
3-1.
matter.
I'm going 3-1 Palace.
Yeah.
Right, I'll tell you my cards and corners. I'm going to go 6 cards. I don't know why. Meaningless. Anyway, 6 cards and 14 corners. 6, 14, 3-1. I don't know why it says 6 cards.
I can't keep going 3-1, geezer.
Yeah, keep going.
Because that's in my head. 3-1 or 3-2. I'm giving Palace 3 goals anyway.
Yeah.
What do I give fucking Villa? I'll give them 1. So I'm going with you. 3-1.
Yeah. What's your cards and corners?
Same as you. I'll stick with you. I'm going to copy you.
6, 14, 3-1, yeah?
Hmm.
14.
Hang on. Did you put 6 cards?
Yeah, I said I don't know why. Yeah, I don't think you want to go with that.
Yeah. No, I'll go 4.
4. You want 14 corners?
Yeah.
14. Oops. And
It could be a lot of corners.
yeah. There's gonna be one of the games in the Premier League is gonna have loads of goals. Always happens. Right, next game is Liverpool against Wolves. Both teams really got nothing to play for. No, sorry, that's a lie. Wolves are in for that top 10 finish, so they are one of those 4 teams. So, yeah, Liverpool v Wolves. Jurgen Klopp's last game as Liverpool manager, and it's fittingly is at Anfield. So, yeah, Liverpool v Wolves. This might be one of the games that's got loads of goals. This might be the game.
Mate, Liverpool want to send him off with a fucking hat full of goals.
With some rock and roll football.
I don't see why not.
This could be right. Let me get to right. Here we go. Danny was first. Danny says 2-1 to Liverpool.
Danny, I don't know about that, mate. You don't got much faith in Liverpool.
2-1. Yeah, it's going to be crazy at Anfield. If you know what, it would have been even better if it was an evening kickoff. Right, Robert says 3-1 Liverpool. 5-13 3-1. Robert. 5-13 3-1. Lawrence says 2-1 Liverpool.
Oh, I don't know, but I think you're misreading the room, boys.
2-1.
I don't see Wolves being that good anyway.
Surely they're on the beach as well. Inky says 3-0 Liverpool.
Yeah, I think that's more my thinking. Okay. Could be totally wrong. But yeah.
You lot add to your cards Gary O'Neill getting booked for complaining about VAR.
Yeah, exactly. How are they going to score? They're going to get 3 goals ruled off. Wolves.
Malk says 2-0 Liverpool. 5-9. Or Mary says 2-0, I should say. 5-9, 2-0.
2-0.
5-9. 2-0. Right, let me tell you, it's Wally and then I'll get Stuart. Right, Wally says 4-2 Liverpool. Right, 4-2.
Yeah, I've already written my score down early for this.
Let me give you Stuart's and then yours.
No one's matched it yet.
Right, Stuart said 4-0 Liverpool. He just matched your one, I think. 3-4.
He did.
4-0. I know. 3-14. 4-0. Right.
4-0 Liverpool. 4 cards.
Yeah.
12 corners.
4-12. 4-0. I'm gonna go Liverpool 5, Wolves 1. 5-1. Cards and corners. This is gonna be Liverpool gonna be on smoke. I'm gonna go. Gary Neal's definitely getting booked. I'm gonna go 5 cards. Still a lot. 5 cards and 15 corners.
Yep.
5, 15, and 5-1. Right. The next game is. One sec. Next game is fixtures. Luton v Fulham. Luton v Fulham, everyone.
Well, that'd be a cracker.
V Fulham. Paste. Right, let me give you Stuart's one first.
Oh, mate, I can see I can see a 0-0 there.
Right, Stuart says Luton 0, Fulham 2. 4-7-0-2. 4-7-0-2. Right, who's next? Danny said don't normally back a team in red, but I think Paul's season is over. Right, Robert says 1-0 to Luton.
Yeah, could be right there, Robert. That's their last game in the Premiership. Fulham, I think, have been pretty poor lately.
apart from when they played us. Danny says 2-1
Yeah.
Luton. 2-1.
And he said what?
2-1 Luton.
2-1 Luton.
2-1. Lawrence says Luton 1, Fulham 2. 1-2. Who's next? Inky says Luton 0, Fulham 1. 3-8 0-1.
Yeah, something fucking.
Wally says 2-0 Fulham.
Yeah,
Malk says 0-0. 5-9 0-0. Malcolm Mary says 0-0.
Oh no, that's sort of in my head, 0-0. But I think last day of the season, I can't see any. It's
No
got
one.
can't be any
No one's
0-0.
getting 0-0 at the end of the season. No way.
You'd think so.
Right. Robert
gonna-
says. Sorry, Robert says, don't listen to the guy on the right screen. He hasn't beaten us in the last 6 weeks. We're talking about you. Right, what are you saying?
I know, I give all this good advice out, Robert, but it never comes true, does it? So
Hold on. He says, ain't Wally's 2-0 Luton. Yeah, I said 2-0 Luton. You got 2-0 Luton, innit?
no, I got 2. You had Fulham.
Oh, sorry.
I'm going down 2-0 Fulham.
Yeah. No. Oh, Luton. Sorry, my bad. Yeah. Wally says 2-0 to Luton.
To Luton.
Thanks for that, Mark. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I've got it as 2-0 Luton already. Yeah, I just said it wrong.
Yeah, he's going to regret that.
And he only got 100 points before we realised he was fiddling the scores. Says Robert. He said, "Yeah, thanks for that, Mark. Because I got it here. I've got the correct score here, but obviously I said it the wrong way." Right, hold on. Yeah, what are you saying?
I'm going 1-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't see this being a very good game. But 1-1. And so only 4 cards in this, and 9 corners.
4, 9, 1-0. Don't worry, Wally. I had it in here already. Don't worry, I just said it wrong. But then Kieran would have had it wrong. So when he would have said it next week, I'll be like, no. So luckily, Mark picked up on that.
Saying, well, Fulham beat them 2-0. You'll be gutted.
Yeah. Look at him. I'm not the only one then, Rob. Talking about you fiddling the books. See, well, he's at it. Right, so I'm going to say, right, Luton v Fulham. Luton's going to go out with a bang. They're going to win this game. I'm going to say Luton 3, Fulham 1. And the reason why I say that, I think Luton fans are just going to appreciate the time they had in the Premier League.
Am I?
And they're just gonna, they have been kind of flat this recently, but I think that the crowd will realise this is it. We're out of the Premier League now, and I think they're going to get up for it. One last send off.
I think one of the teams that, if any team has been on the beach, it's been fucking Fulham.
Yeah.
So you could be right.
Sorry, I'm gonna get to the comment. Right. So what did I just say? 3-1 in it. Let me just say, only 3 cards, 8 corners, and 3-1 Luton. Look at this comment. Wally says that 100 points is now under suspicion.
You can be suspicious all you fucking like. I know what I wrote down. That's good enough for me.
You know what suspicion turns into? It turns into investigation.
And I have ripped up that bit of paper we done it on.
He's got rid of that, mate.
Scorn, son. Go.
God, it's gone, mate. Right, next game is
We got
Man City v West Ham.
hey, pick a number, boys. Pick a number.
Exactly. Man City v West Ham. Oh no. Oh Lord. Right, let me give you Stuart's first because he's already sent it. Stuart says City 3, West Ham 1. He's being very kind there. 3-14, 3-1.
Stewie 3-1.
3-1 Man City. 3-14, 3-1. Right, what we got here? Danny also says 3-1 to City.
I tell you what, then it's not a bad pick because I reckon if City get to 3 goals, they'll probably just put the queue in the rack, mate, and just start knocking the ball around. I'm not sure they'll be that up for sticking 4, 5, 6. They don't need to. So it might not be a bad philosophy, that. Not a bad tactic to think about that 3 goals and them just relaxing.
Robert says 4-2 to City. Robert rarely goes against West Ham, but he's being realistic, I think. I'm giving us 2 goals. I don't know about that, but yeah, City 4, definitely. 2-8-4-2.
You never know. Kudos, Paquetá, and fucking Bowens all got all the freedom in the world to have a pop.
Now, Moy said they're all out. He's playing kids for the last game.
Oh, I hope he did. I hope he played 10 kids, mate. Make sure City win it and not Arsenal.
Arsenal would be spitting feathers, wouldn't they? Imagine he played kids and it finished 1-0 City.
I'd love it. The Arsenal fan base would just melt, wouldn't they? Just melt down. Brilliant.
Right, Lawrence is being very optimistic. Man City 2, West Ham 3. Go on, Lawrence.
Yeah, well done.
5-11, 2-3, Lawrence.
God, I'd love to. I'd enjoy that. If it weren't the fact that it would give Arsenal the title, I'd enjoy that. But I can't. Can't have it.
Inky says 4-0 Man City. Inky.
Yep.
Next is Wally says 1-1, which would be
what?
Yeah. A Moyes masterclass defensively. Imagine, I was thinking about this today. Imagine Moyes said to the team, Antonio, you don't go past the halfway line, and the rest of the team, you lot don't go. Yeah, you understand? Like, you lot don't. It's literally like an edge of the box. Edge of the box where
probably will be that.
Ring. As in, like, just boot it back to them. Doesn't matter. You lot stay right here. You lot don't move out of this fucking 18-yard box. Antonio, you just run around in our half. Imagine that was his tactics, and it worked. That would be.
Yeah.
I didn't think it would be 0-0, but looked at my wife. Then I looked at her boxing medals. Then shit. Oh shit. One final Moyes masterclass, says Wally. Malk says 3-1 City. 3-1.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. It's just me and you. Right. Lawrence says, I have to run and take the lady out to dinner. Thank you. Lawrence, I'm glad you was back this week. Well done for being a winner. And yeah, we'll see you next week. Have a good evening. Say hello to Anna. Wally says, have a good one. Lawrence. Robert says, breaking news. The FA are, all right, breaking news. The FA are charging a geezer with a point reduction of 40 points from earlier in the season. So you're down to 60 points.
Yeah, they have to officially get in contact with me for that, though.
All right. See you later. Right. So, Malk says, West Ham need one of Donald's walls. What's that? What is that? Donald's walls. What is that? Yeah, Donald's. Is that an island?
Fucking Adrian's walls. Hang on, I need a quick measurement.
Oh shit. Yeah, it's just me and Giza have to do this one. Sorry, and then we get to it's not the last game. There's one after that. I'm gonna have to find a game somewhere in Europe, just to make it 11 games, because Leeds are playing after we go live next week in their playoff final. What was this? Trump? Oh, the Trump wall. Oh, that's what. Sorry, Donald wall. Sorry. Okay, I was thinking Donald Trump wall. Yeah. Right, just waiting for. Right, let me give my score. No, because he needs to write it down. West Ham v City. West Ham's going to get pumped. Yeah, I think West Ham's going to. It depends. It's more. Imagine if he was literally just no one leaves this 18-yard box. If they're going to score, it's going to have to be somehow in the top corner. Because we ain't leaving this box. Right, I'm gonna go Man City 5, West Ham. Is it 0 or 1? I'm gonna go 1. 5-1 Man City. And I'm gonna go quite a lot of corners as well. Could it be more than 5 because with all the Areola saves for corners? So I'm gonna go 13 corners. Mostly to Man City, and 5 cards. 5-13, 5-1. 5-13, 5-1.
Yeah, I got that 3 in my head, but then we score a goal against them. I'm gonna go 4-1.
4-1 City.
4-1 to City. Even though the boys who've got 3 there, 3-1s, I think might be better. Mal, Danny's got it. Stewie. But 4-1. Man City. A lot of cards in this. Probably for us, but I'll go 5 cards and 10 corners.
And 4-1, yeah?
Yeah.
4-1. That's everybody. Right, so there's one more Premier League game. And then it's the game I'm going to pick. Right, Sheffield United.
We have to throw in the scores for Lawrence.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Oh,
Okay.
did he done this one, did he? Yeah.
We'll just do it for him.
Yeah. All right, so the last Premier League game is Sheffield United v Spurs. Chef UTD.
Yeah, I'll put Lawrence here. 8-0 to Sheffield United.
Oh yeah. And what do you mean? 20 bookings and
20 bookings, 32 corners. Yeah, that's him covered.
Right. Well, Lawrence was doing 5 cards, 11 corners most of the time anyway, so we can stick with that. Anyway.
Yeah.
Right, let me give you Stuart's one first for this one. Stuart says Sheffield United 0, Spurs 4. 4-12, 4. Right, on the screen is Robert De Niro. I was feeling lonely. You know what he meant? Donald Trump wall. And he put Donald's wall. But yeah, he meant Trump or Trump. We need a Trump wall. Danny says Sheffield United 1, Spurs 4. 5-11, 1-4.
Yeah,
5,
man.
11, 1.
Yeah.
Right, next is Robert says Sheffield United 0, Spurs 2. 4-10, 2.
Who's that, Robert? 0-2.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
0-2. Next is Wally says 0-3. 4,
Yeah.
0-3.
I can't give Sheffield United a goal. Fuck me. I just don't. Yeah, but it's Tottenham.
Inky says Sheffield United 1, Spurs 3. 3-9-1. 3. 1-3. Malk also says 1-3. 6-9-1-3. Malk. Right, Lawrence. Right, Lawrence is going to say 5-11. What are we going to say for a score for Lawrence?
You pick a score for that. I'll pick the score for him on the last one.
All right, I'm going to say Lawrence Spurs. He's going to be rooting against Spurs. but he's still going to pick them. He's going to say Sheffield United 0, Spurs 2. Yeah, 0-2. Have you got your score ready?
I can just no, but I'll throw it in. 0-5.
Is that what you're saying? Yeah.
Yeah, just for the crack, mate. Tottenham smashed the shit out of them, and I don't know. Only be about 4 cards and 10 corners.
I've just seen something that Robert's put there. You said 5-0, yeah?
Yeah.
Let me keep it in mind, and then I'm going to read what Robert put there.
I think I've been over optimistic there. It's more likely going to be about 3, but it's the end of the season.
Spurs, they've got Chelsea chasing them, so they should win this game. I'm going to go Sheffield United 2, Spurs 3.
Shit.
And I'm
Sheffield United 2 goals.
And I'm going to go 4 cards and 12 corners. Here we go. And I said 2-3. Right, let me read that. And I'm going to pick a game, you lot. I'm going to pick one more game to make it 11. Robert says Benrahma could be forced back from Lyon due to some problems.
Is that right?
You know, one thing I would say about Benrahma is this year, under Lopetegui, yeah, he is shit. But under Lopetegui, you might see a better version than under Moyes.
Possibly.
Yeah. You might see a better version. Yeah, I'm not saying all. You know, I'm saying because of the style of play. Yeah, you might see a better version. But that's not saying I want him back. I don't want him back. But yeah.
No, you never know. You never know.
Oh,
again,
Danny.
seems the one out the door as well, Geezer.
What's that?
Again, looks like he wants out the door.
Yes, I'm saying we are in disarray with the numbers. Yeah, Danny, you could pick Stuart's one, yeah, because I need to pick some random one. He might get some points then, says Danny. Right, now the missus has gone bed, we can start again. Right, so let me just find a game around Europe. One game. Let's skip one for tomorrow.
What about Leverkusen?
Yeah, that's what I was going to look at. Bundesliga.
They are my favourite team at the moment, mate. I watch all their highlights and their games, man. Really enjoy watching them.
Right.
Did you see him do it again last week? Another fucking 98th minute fucking
that's crazy, isn't it?
goal. Unbelievable.
One sec. Right, Leverkusen, everybody. We're going to do Leverkusen v Augsburg. Leverkusen's last 5 games in all comps. They won 5-0, drew 2-2, won 5-1, won 2-0, drew 2-2. Augsburg lost 1-0, lost 5-1 to Dortmund, lost 3-0, lost 3-1, and won 2-0. So they're not going to let that undefeated record go here. So I would assume it's a Leverkusen win. So it's Leverkusen v Augsburg.
Is this the last game for them, though, Geezer? Yeah.
Yes.
The last game.
Yeah, it'd be the 34th game. Yeah. So Leverkusen v Augsburg. Let me put that in here. And Leverkusen v Augsburg. Spelled incorrect. Whatever. Right. What we got here? Bolton also. Don't worry, Danny. We'll just go with these one. Leverkusen, because we should get some goals in this one. And Bolton might go extra time as well. So then it just right. Malk says 5-1 to Leverkusen. Never losing. 4-11, 5-1 Malk. 4-11, 5-1 from Malk. Wally says Leverkusen 2, Augsburg 1. 4-10, 2-1. Wally. 4-10.
I got my old favourite.
2, 1. Right, who's next? Robert. When's that being played? Shit. That's being played 18th tomorrow, Saturday, Robert. Yeah, that's a Saturday game. And then obviously Premier League on Sunday. Danny says 6-0 for him and Stuart.
6-0.
Yeah, and he's giving 5 cards and 12. Right,
6-0 for him and Stewie.
Yeah, 5, 12, 6-0 for them two. 5, 12, 6-0. And the same for Danny. 5, 12, 6-0. Thanks for that, Danny. Inky says 3-0. 5-11, 3-0.
Yeah.
Remember, he's not going to want to maybe risk certain players for the final, 2 finals. But he also wants to maintain that undefeated season. It'll be for them in the league. That'll be the first achievement where it's the whole season in the league done. So it's a balancing act for. So 3-0 looks kind of maybe a realistic score.
Yeah.
5-11, 3-0. Inky. 1 sec. 5-11, 3-0. Right. Lawrence. Right. No, sorry, Robert. We're waiting on Robert. What you say for Lawrence?
I'm going to give him 3-0 as well.
3-0, yeah? I'll do 5 and 11 corners. 5.
And you do the cards, right?
Yeah. Well, I'll just do what he was doing. He was doing all the same. So, yeah, we're just waiting on Robert and then me and you. Have you got yours?
Yeah, I've got 3-1 out, 3-1. So if I'm right and Lawrence is wrong, he'd be spewing. So I'm going to go 3-1 to Leverkusen and fuck no, 5 cards, 12 corners.
Oops. 5, 12, and 3-1, yeah? 3-1. Right, let me give you Robert's. Robert says 4-1 to Leverkusen. 4-1, Robert. 4-11. 4-1. And then I would say I'm going to go 3-0 as well to Leverkusen. Cards and corners. I'm going to say 2 cards. 2 cards. And I'm going to say this is low for me. I'm saying 7 corners. So yeah, I'm going like low. 7 and 3-0. And that concludes this week's predictions. Danny says this is going to be my 110-point week.
It could be, Danny. Could be, mate. You want an only chance anyway.
Wally says he hopes so.
Oh, do you, Wally? Do you? Fuck you. Shove up your arse.
Clearly against you there. Like, yeah, I hope so. Mate.
Well, I'll tell you what would be good, Danny. If you did get the 100 and I got 110, that'd be even better. I wouldn't mind that.
They've got a little group chat going. Let's take Geezer down. Let's get him done with the YouTube. Not FA. What would YouTube be? Yeah, they're onto you. What is love? So yeah, you lot. Before we go, we're going to be back again next Friday. Obviously, the Premier League games are all on Sunday, and then moving forward, we'll just come on same time and just there will be some still European games and Leeds' match to speak about. So there'll be stuff, but we'll just chat. But one thing I'm gonna just say, I saw this as a screenshot it, yeah. Because we've spoken about the transgender and we haven't spoken about non-binary, and the reason why I'm just saying this is because we've spoken about it. This was on I don't know if it's YouTube, on somebody posted it, and this is not for a conversation. This is just me saying like, raw. One sec, where the fuck is it? Breaking news: Peru legally classifies transgender and non-binary people as mentally ill. this is what Peru have they've actually classified it as that. And I'm only saying it because we spoke about the transgenders in sport, in women's sport, but yeah, Peru, that's a big thing. But yeah. Be good week, Giza, if that happened. We will chat bollocks. Yeah, we'll chat bollocks. But we'll definitely be here Fridays at 10. But any final words before you go, Giza? Oh,
No, I'm still happy, holding the fucking record of 100 points. Can't be beaten, mate. Simple as that. Can't be beaten. But well done. They scored well this week, 70s and 60s and 50s. Matters nothing to me. Nothing to me, sir. Do I get a trophy in that? Or
yeah. Whoever hasn't won any, they have to provide you with a trophy and get it to Australia in person so we can hand it to you and have a cameraman film it for them as well.
I think that we have to look at that, picking the scores, maybe a couple of points extra for picking the scores next year. And if we do that, if we're still alive next year, do it. That is.
Yeah, Max says don't get involved in other feelings. I'm just saying, like, I'd say that because it's a topic of conversation around the world now. Like, so Peru,
especially in women's sport, because it's becoming ridiculous.
And like I said, it's only because we've spoken about that. But yeah, that's and I think surely Peru's going to get a massive backlash from around the world. You would imagine. Right. Cheers all, says Inky. Thanks as always, Inky, all of you lot for tuning in. Change the record, Giza, about your 100 points, says Robert. Never gonna change that record.
Right. I've got all the close season to go on about this.
Nah, Danny, what I will do, I'll keep the cards and corners at 10, but we might do 12 or 11 even for the correct score, just so it's more than the other two.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah, 12 maybe, whatever.
Maybe, whatever. We'll work it out. Whatever's easiest to calculate as well.
Yeah, 15 maybe, because it's easier than, I don't know. But yeah, we will have to meet about a meeting, says Robert. I'll make him one Titch. It will be the colour of chocolate, but one. That's funny. That's hilarious.
Lovely. Thank you. Yeah. That's funny. See that go through Australia Post.
Yeah. No, he's going to deliver it personally on your lawn. Great night, lads. You lot, thanks as always for tuning in. And we'll be back definitely next Friday, 10 o'clock. And have a good week.
I will say, we only got one left, but thanks to all the guys that do it every week. Because, they stay up late and make the effort. So thank you.
Yeah, and I second that. And I mean it, because I've said it before. Listen, it's a small channel, clearly. I'm not promoting a channel. Got no intention of doing that. But I do appreciate, without you lot here, me and Giza could be on and we could talk football all day. We can do that. But it's the interaction and, especially we got a little, the competition element helps everybody stay involved. So, I appreciate you lot's input, always.
Yeah. Everyone loves a winner, apparently.
Yeah, that's why they tune in. They want to see what your secret is. Great fun. Thanks, Wally. Night, lads. Speaking of latest, Danny. Thank you. Always good idea. I was thinking 15 for a win. Yeah, we can do that. So we'll do that as for next season. That's why Kieran's record will go down in history unless somebody next week beats it because the scores change next season.
I'll just have to do it again next year with 150.
He said his trophy will have special effects added. But yeah, you lot have a good week, and this time next week we'll see who are the Premier League winners. Obviously, City. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see you all next Friday. Ciao. Thank you very much.
Layers.
End the stream.